Hello, my love.
What's going on?
I'm gonna
Oh,
turn.
I'm gonna put my mic in.
Do I want to do this panel? What up,
Yeah, that's fine.
James? Or do I want to do this panel? I like this one.
Hi.
Hey. Oh.
Do I even want this light on?
You
Yeah.
guys tap the screen, please. Share the live. Oh, I want to do one of those, like, you can do like a little sticker thing on here. I always see people doing that, and I never. Oh, I see how to do that. Oh,
Like a
nice.
live goal.
Yeah, like they put like the little sticker up here, like MAGA request up, you know?
Oh
Oh,
my god, what'd I do?
here we go. Got it. I figured it out. I may be an elder millennial, but
Alright, I don't want this at all.
I can't see what I'm typing. Oh. You guys, while I'm doing this, please tap the screen. Please share the live. We want to talk to Trump voters because we're feeling spicy, but like mildly spicy, not like overly spicy where you like regret your decision, you know?
Listen, I'm matching fucking energy.
Okay. Forget
That's where
everything
I'm.
I just said.
That's where I'm fucking at.
I love it. Here we go. Oh,
I heard so much misinformation today. I just
I know.
crazy.
Can you see it? Is it there?
What, your background? Oh
Like
no, no,
Trump
it's too
voters.
far up. It's too high up. You can't put it up past like the bottom of where my screen is. If you put it
Okay.
up past that, you can't see it. There you go.
Like right here. Can you see it?
Is it in my mic? No, it just said my accessory is not supported by my iPhone. What the fuck does that even mean?
I know. RFK get in. Fucking Tulsi Gabbard got in. We are a joke. We are living in like a dangerous idiocracy right now. It's fine.
Does it sound like it's in my mic now?
Yes, it does.
I brought my setup to my room.
I love it. I have to charge my phone for a little bit before I can plug my mic in. You guys, please tap the screen. Let's get up to 2,000 likes. We can do that really super quick with 23 people. Please share the live. I don't see any shares yet.
Imagine being a Democrat and thinking your opinion matters right now. Oh, okay. Imagine not knowing whether I'm a Democrat or not.
Like, well, but like that's your top. That's your guy. That's like fixing everything. He's like weak.
Yeah,
A.
that other guy that's in the picture, Elon Musk, that's imagine thinking that you have an opinion as a normal ass citizen with
Right.
those two fucking billionaires sitting up there.
Right.
Imagine thinking you have an opinion.
Yeah. You guys are cute. Oh, this person, this picture. I don't really like it, but we'll see.
Hello, hello.
What's up? Are you over the age of 18?
Yeah, I'm 30.
Okay, how's it going? Did you vote for Trump?
I did
Why would you do such a thing?
because I got sick of the anti-white movement and I wanted to punish people.
What?
You're not.
I got sick of the anti-white movement and I
Don't
wanted
say
to
that
punish
again.
people.
Don't say that again. She heard you. No, we just can't believe somebody's that bigoted. Like, that's what's hard for us to believe.
Well, at least we don't have a nigger woman president.
Okay, bye
No,
bye. See you later, douche nugget.
I knew it. I knew his picture was way too yucky.
Did you see the Yahtzee thing that I sent you guys where they were in
Ohio.
Ohio, just like walking down the street, and they met up with a bunch of people who were about to fuck them up, and the cops were protecting them.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
The
Just
cops should have let them get their fucking ass beat.
100%. Well, of course, they're going to protect them.
Of course, the white people.
Imagine being the mom of the little guy with his finger up his nose. I actually would be proud if that was my kid, like just for a second. I wouldn't be proud to have a kid with Elon Musk, but I would be proud to have for my kid to tell Trump to shut the fuck up. That would be,
And to wipe his boogers on the fucking Oval Office desk.
yeah, I would be so proud of my kid for that. All right, if you are a Trump supporter, please request up. If you are in the request box and you are not a Trump supporter, please remove yourself. Because I see two people and they seem like friendlies. You
So
guys,
you're against finding fraud in the government? I'm not against finding fraud in the government. I am against people who are not qualified to do audits doing audits.
oh, the governmental agencies, everybody does audits. That's like a thing that happens universally. Like you can keep business running and audit at the same time. You don't have to halt the business and remove all the funds.
You also don't.
Not one liberal politician, oh, whatever.
If you guys want to talk, we're no longer answering comments. You guys can get in the fucking box.
Yeah, request up, please.
Stop being a punani.
No, honestly, stop being a BS. You know what I mean? Because a punani is very strong.
A
You know,
punani is.
my initials BS.
Ah.
Okay, request up. Oh my god. Oh god, I thought that I saw a slur in the chat.
Dev is from Dev is from Connecticut. Said she wanted to speak on that. On the people here.
Got it. So, you guys, we're only at 1.3 likes. Please, let's get up to 2, and then obviously more than that after that. But let's get up to 2 real quick. With 47 people, we can do that. Please share the live. I don't see any shares. Are you a man? Duh.
Somebody just said that in the comments. Am I a mod?
I don't know. Are you? You should be. Yeah, you are.
Cincinnati.
Yes, you have all the permissions. You guys, Trump supporters request up, please. Don't chirp in the comments. We don't care. Like, come up and actually talk to us. And you guys, we talk about this a lot when we do go live. We hate that, like, if a guy was going live right now, he'd have way more viewers than 41. Way more. So, like, share it. Like, let's let women, have a voice in this arena. BB, if you are friendly, we're only taking apps right now. So
I always think it's so funny when like white men come in the comments, especially, and then they have their requests off.
yeah,
Like,
I know.
all right, you want to talk all that shit from the comments, but then you don't want to come up here. Okay, all
Right.
Cool.
I'm a little scared, but we'll see how this goes. I'm afraid every time now. No friendlies right now. Yeah.
You faux fit one.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
We have a lot of background noise. Is there any way you could turn it down?
Turn mine down?
Yeah. Well, I don't have any background noise. Why are you breathing so hard?
Are you gonna?
So it says Trump voters request up, but
Are
do
you?
you guys want?
Can you turn your background noise down, please?
You gotta swipe out of the live. You have an echo.
I'm gonna mute.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, just drop me.
Okay.
Annoying. All right, guys, please tap the screen. Oh, we're up to two and a half likes. I love it. All right, somebody can't follow directions. Let's get up to 5K likes, please. Tap the screen. Finally, America has a real president. Okay, you're so cute. All right, request up if you voted for Trump, if you support him still to this day. Request up. We want to talk to you. We want to figure out why the hell you feel that way.
Killer. I love Left S. I love you too. Guys, can you tap the screen because we get off the For You page when you guys stop tapping the screen?
Yes, please. Thank you so much. And I hear the OneCoin gifts are where it's at to get us on the FYP. Should I play some music? They still love him even. I know. Yeah, Trump is billionaires first. Trump is money first. Let's be very.
I don't even know if he's excited about his decision. Look at his face. Every single interview I see him with Elon, he looks fucking defeated. Hi, Crow. He looks defeated as fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure how you guys think that like Trump is feeling because I don't think
He's so
feeling
sad right now. He's so sad.
great.
He's like, this kid told me to shut the fuck up, and I can't say anything, even though I want to punch him. He probably wants.
He said, "I'm not the president."
Uh-oh. Who's this guy?
Joey Marie changing the name. MBM. I love it.
Okay.
MBW Joey Marie.
Oh, I left the request.
Oh yes, now I see you. Hi. They're coming for Snap too, not just changing work names. You cutting off. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what's happening in our country right now.
Yeah, that's what everybody's been saying. Like he heard it from his dad, obviously. Like toddlers don't just like say shit like that. Let's get up to 10K likes. I love it. Thanks, guys. Please.
Yeah, there's no way that like he doesn't hear his dad and Trump talking and like his dad saying those things to him.
100%. And like for him to even bring his kid is like his power move to say like Trump, you can't tell me what to do. You know?
It's a weird flex.
Yeah. Hey, Cottonmouth.
Hey, what's going on? Just got in the live. What are we talking about?
We're talking about like this is wait, hold on. Did you vote for Trump?
Sure.
Sure. He's like, sure. Are you over
Sure,
the age
3
of
times. Proudly, too, yeah.
That is not a flex.
He's definitely over the age of 18.
Not flexing. Just you ask me a question, I'm answering it.
So this is like everybody's like, oh, he's like the tough guy. He's a strong guy that's gonna like be good against foreign governments and whatever. But he doesn't really look like the tough guy right there at all.
I don't see it. You got the Trump voters request up. I can't see his face. Is there a way you can move that thing? Okay.
Did
Yeah,
you not
I mean,
see?
just looks like a picture to me. I'm not
But
reading.
like, did you not watch this interaction?
Yeah, I watched it. The little kid was behaving like little kids behave. That's all. But
I'm
you guys
sorry.
are really reaching when you're talking
My
about now.
little
I'm starting to
kid.
hear that. Oh, the kid's the president now, and President Musk. I mean, you guys are really reaching, and what you're
Time
really
out,
doing
time
is
out,
you're
though.
flailing in your
Hello?
resistance.
Hold on.
Hello? Hi.
You're
So-
just really quiet.
Hi. So, can you hear me now? Better?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you not see the part where he told Trump to shut the fuck up? Or like we're reaching with that or
What
no?
the little kid told Trump to shut the fuck up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, then, number one, I didn't really see that. So if that kids are going to be kids, but what did Elon do about
Do
it?
your kids walk around telling people to shut the fuck
What did
up?
Elon do about it?
Your kids, nothing.
Did he reprimand him? Do you think Elon
no.
reprimanded him?
No. Do your
You don't
kids
think
walk
so?
around telling
So-
people to shut the fuck up?
Right. So this is what you guys are grasping
I'm
onto.
asking you a question
Yeah,
though.
answer
and
I'm answering you. This is what you guys are grasping.
No. She said, "Do your kids run around telling people to shut the fuck up?" And if you don't
I don't
have
have kids.
okay, if you don't have kids, would you
Right.
approve of your kid if you imagine you did have kids?
Sure,
would you-
no, I don't approve of it.
Okay,
But
thank
like I said, you guys are reaching with this one little thing.
What
I
do you
mean,
mean reaching,
you
though?
guys
What do
are
you think
going
we're
on
saying?
from
What do you mean
one
by
thing
reaching?
to another. Next week, something could happen, and you guys you'll forget about all this, and you'll be talking about something else that's totally petty.
So are you
Okay.
going to have a genuine conversation or are you just
No,
gonna
we can't have a
spout
genuine
out-
conversation
Okay,
when
so
you talk about stupid shit like this.
This is not
But if
stupid
you
to
really
me.
want to talk about a real
not
conversation,
Hey,
let's
Cotton,
talk about the
hold on.
Democrat Party.
Hold on,
Let's
hold
talk
on,
about the
hold on. Nope, this is my live. This is our live. Mine.
If
Jess's.
it's your live or not. Let's talk about the
Okay,
Democrats.
so you're just proving the point of why we say you're misogynistic. So please be quiet. This is my live. If
Why?
you're not
Because I'm
gonna,
talking over a
if
woman?
you're not, what did he just say?
No, I'm
Why I'm misogynistic?
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Let's see. Let's go with this guy. Hey, Belty.
How you doing? Yeah. How you doing? I'm voting for Kamala. I wish you put me on when this guy was there because I have a question for this guy. To get a kid like that and a clown next to him and a trillionaire in the Oval Office was for me is the biggest powerful place on earth. Let a little small kids who it look like nobody's teach him to say yes, I'm sorry or whatever. And this guy have 16 kids or 13 kids anyway. I don't see MAGA or the Republican see something special on that. I mean, They don't even understand what direction we go right now. They don't realize because the guy said, "Oh, we pivot and everything." I remember they voting for inflation, the eggs, the gas, and they're not happy on their life.
Right.
And
Suddenly,
none of that's happening.
Right.
None
but
of
of
it.
course, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Suddenly, they switch it because that's what they're good at. They switch it, they pivot, they completely manipulating the moment and say, yeah, but now what we're going to do, we're going to clean the entire government. Really? That's why you're voting for that? We know, everybody know the government making overspending, but when you're coming with misinformation and database that you want the Democrat and the Republican fight each other, and you behind that laughing at it, because by the way,
Hey, I really appreciate you, but you're just going way too long. Like I'm done. This is like men can't have that dominant of a voice here.
I'm just curious if anybody in the comments who, especially the women who talking about us milking the system, blah 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 blah, whatever you guys want to say, if you guys want to have the balls to come up here and actually talk to us, because that would kind of be cool instead of sitting in the comments.
That would be really amazing. Super cool. There's 80 people in here. Why I don't understand why we're not up to at least 15K likes right now. Let's do this. Thank you, Hector.
Hi, Hector.
Please, and I don't mean no disrespect to that Belty guy. You were saying some great stuff, but like too long. Like show that you support women by shutting the fuck up, you know? All right. So go ahead. If you are a Trump supporter, please request up because we want to figure out why would you do that? Why would you be that way? And how is this your tough guy that was supposed to be the big strong guy against the other governments or whatever the hell the line was? I don't even know.
And my point in asking the line of questioning about Elon's kid is not that I'm not trying to, it bothers me to see a little kid being used as like a pawn, as like some power move that Elon did in this. Why is Elon in the Oval Office having a press conference? When in the fucking history of presidents have we ever seen such a fucking thing? Like, never. Who is he? He's
Yeah.
nobody. Like,
No
he has absolutely no fucking criteria to be in the Oval Office having a press conference. And what, bringing his little kid who is being disrespectful, it's Star Wars, being disrespectful to Trump, it's weird. It's a weird thing. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't give a fuck. I'm not even talking about politics. I'm talking about this specific situation.
You do know Elon
no,
Musk
Big
has.
Mike, hey, Big Mike.
No. You do know that Elon Musk has.
Hold on. No. Hey, that's not how we act as an adult.
Yes.
Hey.
Well, quit.
Hey, no. You get introduced. We introduce you.
has.
Then you start talking. Hey, if I have to mute you one more time, we're just
He
going
has security
All right.
clearance.
Goodbye. See you later. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I don't care. Like, don't be a dick. Like that's.
You're not gonna come up. You two are Democrats. I could definitely tell you're hating. Yeah.
No, we just we just want you to like be an adult and like be respectful, show some emotional maturity, like have a conversation. It's not that hard. Don't come up on somebody's live and start talking over them. That's super fucking rude. Like, did your parents teach you any manners? So now, since they didn't, I have to follow through on what I say. So I said I was going to drop you. I have to drop you. I have to follow through on what I said, on your consequences. To gentle parent you. All right. Gen X JT, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Why would you do such a thing?
Oh, because I think he's going to set this country straight.
Oh, that's cute. Why? What's your reasoning? Like, why would he? When was it? Was it crooked?
So, do you remember a guy named Ross Perot?
I do.
Okay. So, Ross Perot was also a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
And I just figured a businessman is the person that has to run this country.
Is the government a business?
Of course.
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
How? What? What is the government's? What is the responsibility of a government?
The responsibility of a government is to protect its governing people.
Okay, so is that what a business does? Is it, like, no, government.
Yeah, of course.
People, yeah.
Of course. So
Something that
I'm
wasn't
a
supposed
I'm
to
a
be.
business owner, right? So I own a business, and my responsibility is to make sure that my people are taken care of.
Well, and but there's one huge like difference though, is that they work for us. Like, right? And like if
Well, they're supposed to.
like the CEO at my company like doesn't work for me, right?
No, you work for him,
Right.
right?
And that's not how it works with the government here.
However, his responsibility is to make sure that you gain a wage every week. Is it not?
No, what?
Okay.
No, and the US government's job is to protect the United States from foreign adversaries, right? From
Yeah, that's
interests
part of it.
abroad, right? It's not protecting the way that you're saying it is you're basically saying to protect people in general. Like
No,
that's
the
not the
government's responsibility is to make sure that their people in all states are taken care of.
that's
Is it
not a
not?
business, but that's not a business. That's not what
Of
businesses
course it
do.
is.
No, it's not.
It's
A
not what
business is
businesses do.
a business is it delivers a product and earns a profit, or its goal is to earn a profit, right?
Right. So
So not
if the owner of the business makes bad decisions,
Who's the owner of the business in the United States, sir?
yeah.
Right? Like,
Who's
is
the
it
that's
owner?
up
making
for
sense?
debate.
Hmm?
The owner of the business of the United States would be the president.
No.
It makes sense actually that you're saying that.
Yeah.
Like that's exact that mindset in itself is why we are where we are in our country. And if you think
Correct.
about it,
Yes, ma'am.
right. And so is Trump a successful businessman in your experience?
In my experience, I I have no experience in that area. So
So wait, before you said you have no experience in that area, but you said that a businessman should be running the country because the country is like a
no,
business.
you're skewing
But
my words.
So
that's
that's
no, that's
literally
exactly
pretty
what
much
you said.
verbatim what you said.
Okay. So
Well,
I
can I
don't know
finish?
Trump. I don't know Trump personally, and that's what you asked.
Okay, no, I did not. I said, is Trump a successful businessman? Like, my words were very precise and very, like, specific. I said, is Trump a successful businessman from what you know?
And I can't speak on that because I haven't researched it. I have no idea.
So, your point in saying that Trump, as a businessman, should be running the country because he's a businessman is moot, right? Because you don't even know if he's a successful businessman or not. Because he's not, I could tell you from experience. I live in New Jersey, which is right next to New York. I've known Trump my entire life, not personally, but I've known of his affairs my entire life. I have personal friends in my life who Trump has screwed over because he hasn't paid them. I have personal friends in my life who have lost their businesses due to Trump not wanting to pay them. He has
Right, and that's part of
bankrupt six.
business.
Interrupt
No,
her.
that is not part of business, and he has bankrupt 6 businesses in his
Oh,
lifetime. So
okay.
when
So
you talk
Interrupt
about
her, Jen.
running the country like a business, he is a failed businessman who doesn't pay. So your comparison of him running the country is what you're basically asking the country to fail.
Right.
okay, so let me ask you this: how does a failed businessman become a billionaire?
Mm.
What? How do you think he became a billionaire? Why don't you answer that for yourself?
No, I'm asking you.
Well, you're asking me a question because what? Because you don't know?
Well, no, I'm asking you the question because you said he's a failed businessman.
Yes.
So, how does a failed businessman become?
How do you know he's a billionaire?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
How do you know he's a billionaire?
Is that not what's on paper?
No, we've never seen
We've never
any
seen any
documentation.
paper.
Yeah. And
Well-
the I think the ones tax returns he did share showed he only paid like $750 in taxes one year.
Yeah, for sure. And
But we
that's
don't know his net worth. We have no idea. We've never seen it on.
So he's a self-proclaimed billionaire. So you don't even know that he's legitimately a billionaire.
okay. worldwide, he's a billionaire.
Because he
Do
says
you
he
not
is.
know
He
that?
says he is. He says he is.
It's on paper.
Where? Show me the paper. Tell me where I can find this information.
Google it, I guess.
Where did
We
you
have.
find this information?
Yeah, like how do you know for sure that he's a billionaire? Like what confirmed that for you? What
I see.
credible, unbiased source did that for you?
I would say every news source in America.
No,
Can you
like
just
name
pick one?
name a specific source that you heard this from and you said, okay, now it is confirmed Trump is a billionaire. It's been confirmed.
CNN.
You just said that. You literally just like
I mean, you asked me a question, and I'm
heard
giving you the answer.
I guarantee you do not watch CNN.
Oh, for sure I do. I watch them all.
Liar. Your pants are so on fire right now,
So
Mr. Jen.
now you're calling me a liar.
Yeah, because I smell
Because
smoke.
I'm
Those
winning
pants
the
are on fire,
argument.
my friend. Those
You
pants are
winning.
on
winning the-
No
fire.
arguments. No arguments. You can't. You didn't know that Trump failed 6 businesses. You
Mhm.
didn't know that Trump is not
Oh,
a
of course I
successful
did.
businessman. You didn't know that that Trump was a self-proclaimed billionaire. You can't provide proof that he is, but you want him to run the
Well, I'm not
government
gonna
like
do
a
your work
business,
for
and you
you.
didn't even know what the purpose of the government, the U.S. government, was implemented for. You thought it was to protect the people. That's not what the U.S. government does.
In a very broad terms. Like it's very like they're supposed to. Yeah.
Like so you've
No,
won
the
nothing.
American
You're not
government
cooking,
is
bro.
supposed to put America first. Are they not?
But the way you think of that is
No. Answer the question. That's a yes or no question.
it's not actually a yes. What? Go ahead.
No,
Jess.
actually, it is.
Jess, what were you gonna say?
It's
Oh, no.
simple.
It's not. Because yes, I do think that we are, the government is supposed to make sure we prosper, that this country prospers, that the people prosper. They're supposed to, maintain our, just maintain or create laws that, in my thoughts, right? Like they should be creating laws that benefit and protect all of us, not just some of us. You know,
And do you think they're doing that now?
but the way you think about America first is very like white supremacist style. Like it's not how it actually.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
No, because if you think about it the way
I
Trump
am
does,
not a white supremacist.
I'm not saying
Why
you
would
are.
Why would
No,
you?
hold on, be
accuse
quiet,
me of
please.
that?
I didn't say you are one. What I said was that the way that Trump and that side of that group of people think of America first is very white supremacy.
Who is that group of people?
MAGA.
Like the people
Really?
who were literally in what was Cincinnati? Is that where it was today? I don't
Mhm.
even.
It was a few days ago. I think it was like last week or something.
Cincinnati.
you're
You're
fixing to make this whole thing racist.
No.
Hold on a second. She said that the mindset, the things that are being implemented, direct in that direction, right? The things that are being implemented, removing DEI, right? Removing protections, DEI, removing those types of things aligns with that mindset is what she's saying. So when
Well,
you
that's your
talk about those,
perception.
that's not a
It's not.
perception. When you take away DEI, which is you guys look at people as DEI, you think Kamala Harris was a DEI hire, which I think is the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion, which literally creates
Just to be
a
clear,
workspace.
Don't
which
interrupt her.
literally creates a workspace environment that has to be inclusive, that doesn't just hire specifically YT people in environments, because women and people of color were not able to get jobs until when? When did the workplace start becoming inclusive for all people?
Oh, that was Reagan.
Do you know what year women were allowed to have a bank account without having their husband or father sign it for them?
Yeah, I would assume, I'm guessing, that was, what, 60s, 50s, somewhere in there?
Nope, 1974.
Okay. And what's your point?
I don't know. Just thought you should know that.
Well, that's so DEI. I mean, yes, I know the comments are saying because it's true. Yes, white women specifically
We
benefited the most from
yes,
DEI. Yes,
from affirmative action, we did.
yes,
Yes.
I understand that, but like my point is that
Thank you.
when you go from an environment that is all YT men in CEOs in businesses in most that's what most almost every business was, right?
Hmm.
People are reluctant to hire. They're reluctant to hire women. They're reluctant to hire people of color. They're reluctant to hire people with disabilities. DEI also helps people with disabilities because you can't just have a specific like race of people or a specific like person in these workplace environments. So DEI helped that. So when you
Right.
take that away, what does that sound like to you, Gen X? When a guy goes specifically after DEI and takes that away, what does that sound like?
Okay, so what that sounds like to me is, as a company, I have to hire people that are not qualified for the position.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay, so what happens is, so in this country, what has historically happened is that mediocre white men run it, and they don't understand what the fuck they're doing. Nepotism happens everywhere, because rich white men have been able to be the hold onto power since since we stole this country, and then black people built it. So and what is again what happened is this guy owns a company, he passes it down to his son who doesn't know how to run the Trump doesn't know how to do anything or run the company. That is what has historically happened throughout our entire existence. So what DEI did is it made it so that companies wouldn't just hand down these opportunities to people who did not deserve it, and instead they had to go look for talent in places that weren't normally looked at, like HBCUs, like colleges like that are formerly or that were formerly overlooked, right? So they have to go find people that were qualified for more than qualified for the position, but in spaces that were typically overlooked.
And I also can't even imagine that you believe in your brain. I mean, even sorry, I had to block Sheep Killer. I swear he makes a different profile
Every
day.
time.
I can't believe in your brain that you can actually sit there and say it means that I have to hire unqualified people and not realize how racist that sounds or
Yeah.
how sexist that statement sounds, because you cannot believe that everybody in this country that's qualified are white men. You cannot believe that in your heart of hearts. Like I hope
What
you have
makes it, okay, wait. What
Why do you
makes you
keep
think,
interrupting her though? She wasn't done talking. Please let her
well,
finish.
no, because I have to hit on this point. What makes you think that I believe that it's YT men that I need to hire?
because your statement, when I explained to you who DEI helped, none of them were white men. And you said, as a white man, that you're saying that I have to hire unqualified people just because of the color of their skin.
No, I said that because I get tax breaks for unqualified people.
It's an incentive, and that
Okay,
that doesn't know. But what you're
exactly
saying
right.
is that every woman and every black person that you hire is unqualified. How do you
Right.
not listen to the words that you're saying?
No, you're taking it to an extreme.
No.
No, where I'm not. I'm saying exactly what you're saying. You're just too fucking afraid to use the actual words, bro.
Yeah. And just
Stop
admit to
saying people
yourself
are
what you're saying.
unqualified.
I'm not
Who's
afraid of a thing.
unqualified?
You are
You have a
afraid.
qualified person of color and a qualified YT person. You're going to be the kind of guy who hires the YT person just because you're saying this person of color
And you're
means that they're
making
not
assumptions.
qualified.
Now
No,
you're
that's what
making
you're
assumptions.
saying.
That is what you are saying.
No, it's not.
No, because you basically said you assume that any person of color, anybody that would be considered in the DEI program, is less qualified than who would not be in that category. Who you can, if you can critically think, you can infer that is YT men.
That's
We're not, Gen X.
that's
I don't
not
know if you're
how I
used to
frame
talking to.
that.
Hey, I don't know, but maybe you're used to talking to really dumb people, but you are not in that kind of space right now. We can critically think. We know what you're trying to say without saying it. So you can't get away with that bullshit in this
So
space.
you're assuming.
No, we're not.
Of course you
I
are.
just walked you through the thought process and why what we're saying is logical. And what we're saying is because we're critically thinking through the little spaces in between your words.
So can
Right.
I?
So
So
you
Gen
No.
X. So
assuming.
let me ask you a question, Gen X. If DEI is in place and you get an incentive to hire people that are not white men, let's just say it that way. Let's put it in layman's terms for you so that you can't
What's
speed
my
around the
incentive?
question, right? If your incentive, you just said you get tax breaks, right? So that's an incentive for you to hire
Okay.
people to be more inclusive of a company,
Okay.
right? Correct? Okay. So so that is the incentive, right? So what makes you say that you're being forced to hire unqualified people?
I'm
How do
not
you
being forced to
know?
do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
how are you? Okay, I'll say it in a different way. What makes you say that you're being incentivized to hire unqualified people? Who are the unqualified people that you're talking about?
Well, it has nothing to do with their skin.
What does it have to do with then? Break it down for me.
Well, whatever the incentivized condition is, right? So if somebody says, "Hey,
I'm done, Amanda. I don't want to talk to him anymore.
let me tell you, if you hire a bunch of convicts, we're
What
going
does
to
that
give
have
you
to
a
do with
tax
what I
break."
told? What does that have to do with what I told you about what DEI is? I know DEI isn't a hiring process. We're just trying to.
Well, I'm trying to answer your question.
this is all
You're
this.
not
This
doing a
is what
good
I hear
job.
now when this guy talks.
I have one question.
That's it. That's it.
MB,
Sorry,
you know how
I'm gonna be
arrogant
immature
it
about this
makes
because
you
I'm
sound when you
over.
say only black
Hey
people are the
Clifford.
people
Hey
who are.
Clifford. I don't remember introducing you, so please be quiet until you're introduced. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
And
We're
I
all
didn't
adults
say
here.
anything about black people, by the way. I
Yeah.
said, I
Don't
said,
even
I,
start talking, Clifford. If I have to mute you one more time, I will kick you from the panel. Please be an adult and wait until you're introduced to talk. Let Jess explain what she's going to say because you came up here hot. Let her say what she's going to say. That's not an invitation for you to respond. Your invitation to talk is after I say, "Hi, Clifford. How are you doing?" Okay, that's when your cue to talk. Thank you very much. Gen X, do you have anything left you want to say? I would like to say to you that I really hope that you figure out how to get out of the cult and that you say sorry to every single woman in your life for not protecting them and not being a safe person.
That's ridiculous.
It's
I
not
have a
at all.
question
It's actually legit.
I have a question from the comments. Steve would like to ask you, Gen X. So, what if there was no incentive and every person that walked into your door was qualified?
Oh, that would be beautiful.
Who
I would
says
embrace that.
they're not? Who says that's not what's already happening?
Well, so we go back to the incentivize or in I don't even know the word incentivation. Is that a word?
Incentive.
So
Incentive.
the government.
Thank you. Banana fart butt.
Hey, Gen X, I have a question for you. What'd you eat for dinner?
I haven't.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Ms. Wonder, you were up next. You are teacupping right now. I don't know if you're checking your text or something, but we cannot hear you if you're talking right now.
What a privilege to be able to say DEI, in his opinion, was hiring unqualified, forcing people to hire unqualified
100%.
people. Like, what the fuck?
Right. What a turd. So, okay. I just also want to do a commercial break. Please tap the screen. Let's get to 25K likes. I feel like with 200 people in here, we can do that super fast. So then obviously the next goal will be 250. So let's just shoot for that, right? Keep it going. Please share the live. Please gift Jess up here. She's amazing. My co-host. Please, please, please. Thank you so much. And Ms. Wonder, did you vote for Trump?
Hell no. Does you want me to leave because I didn't vote for him? I mean,
Well, we are only taking ops up here, but I thank you so much for not voting for Trump.
Thank you.
no,
Thank
I
you.
just wanted to say I'm just venting because I'm like really, really stressed out
You got 30 seconds.
because
30
okay,
seconds.
because what can we do and then we can't do anything about it and you hear all these things like now they're cutting the HIV for people that need it and in New York with all these AGs quitting and everyone is paralyzed. What the hell are we supposed to do?
I don't know.
That's it. I mean,
We have lots of answers. There's special elections coming up. We have
Yep.
midterms. We got lots. There's lots of answers. If you come
But
back
it's
tomorrow night
hard.
at 9 p.m., we're going to be talking about some of the ways that we can get involved and try and help out. Miss
Yeah.
Winter, please follow us. I'm going to follow
Okay.
you.
Yes.
And
Follow.
Okay. Okay.
tomorrow.
Thank
Follow
you.
us.
I
Follow
love you
us.
guys.
Thank you so
You guys
much.
keep me going. Okay. Thanks. Okay.
Bye. All right. Oh, Mellie's
Hi,
here.
Hector.
Hi, Hector. All right. Hey, Nate. How's it going?
Hey guys, I'm just a friendly. I just want to see how you guys are
Yeah, you
doing.
sounded too nice when you said hi. I was
Yeah, I know, right?
He's a friendly.
Like
You
he
guys are
seems
doing
nice.
a great job. I've that's the second time I've heard somebody say that they voted for Ross Perot and he was a businessman.
Yeah.
I hate that comparison because
I
Trump's
know.
a terrible businessman.
Right. I know.
He's not worth the billions of dollars people say he is. He's
No,
probably
no.
in debt to Russia. He's
Well, since the 70s, my guy. Like
I
since
mean,
the 70s.
yeah, and then the only other point, like, did you guys hear about the Huntsville, Alabama thing today? The electric bills down
Tap
there.
the screen, you guys. Tap, tap, tap.
So
Oh, thank you. Get up
they
to 50K.
they just froze the money from the infrastructure bill last year, and so all these people in Huntsville, Alabama, are now getting a notice that they aren't getting a grant that was part of that infrastructure bill. So most people's bills are going up to $100 a month now. So
yeah, $100 surcharge.
yeah, so it's just crazy that they just voted to
Make all of our lives really hard.
My biggest question always when we talk to people is like, what is going to be like your cutoff? Like what is this man going to have to actually do to like make people see? Like I cannot believe how deep in the cult they really are.
I know.
Like it just I'm confused.
Well, the funny thing is they can do no wrong.
Totally.
You know what I mean? So, and it's just, I don't know when people are finally going to realize that,
they're in a cult.
Yeah, they're at fault for their own.
Hey, Nate, thank you so much for coming up. We do just want ops up here now, so I am going to drop you. Thank you again. Thank you for protecting our rights and voting in a kind way. Appreciate you so much. Win, Nate. Win, Nate.
W Nate, let's go. Oh, Clifford is back. He wants to yell at me some more. He just dropped before.
Ew. Okay. So if you are a Trump supporter, let's try this person.
Hi, Millie.
Request up. Hi, Millie. If you are not a Trump supporter, go ahead and drop out of the box if you would. Please tap and share the lives. We will have a time for friendlies. I'll make the panel bigger. We'll do that later. But for now, we just want to have like.
Did we all say that it took Biden 2 years to get everything straight because it was so messed up?
Yes, Steve, we can. We can. That is. We can do that anywhere.
Listen, what I saw on. If I would have been at that place, like I don't know that I would have been able to stop myself from
right
some real hard damage. I respect and commend the men and women who were there who didn't cause serious harm to those people. I respect them to the utmost, to be honest with you.
100%.
I don't know what I would have been able to do.
So the guy just dropped. I already forgot your name, but you weren't coming up. Somebody's got an echo. So if you want to request back up, something wasn't working right.
I let up Clifford. I want to.
Somebody said we stay so calm.
Oh, bye, Hector.
Bye, Hector.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know either. They were having a hard time loading up in Hector's live earlier, too. I have a couple spots.
Hello, guys. Sorry, I couldn't say anything.
Oh, you're good. We could feel.
You guys were connected to my speakers.
Let me open up the box a little bit here.
Holy shit, Safe is in here. Hello, Safe. Where have you been?
There we go. All right. So we got.
I don't know why it's not loading up.
I know. It's annoying though. All right, let's.
Loaded.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Let's drop this.
I just got a notification from my agent. Apparently, the app is back on the App Store.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. Let me see. I don't think I can recharge gifts. Can I recharge gifts? Oh, shit. I think I can.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, yes we can.
Hey.
Look at that, everybody. You guys can recharge,
Woohoo!
you guys can subscribe, you guys can do all the things. Let's go.
Yeah.
There's fucking 200 people in here. I want to see all you motherfuckers lighting the fucking gifts up. Let's go.
Come on.
Light the gifts up.
Y'all ain't got no excuses unless you broke, in which case you tapping. But to the rest of y'all who got capital, go ahead and start filling up that rose gift.
Let's go.
Come on, we got
Let's
1,000.
go.
I think we're like a quarter of the way, about a little over a quarter. We can do this. Thank you so much for everybody who has so far. And why aren't people loading up? So weird. Thank
I'm just
you.
gonna clear out the box. Guys, if you're in the guest box, I'm gonna clear you out. Just re-request because it's not loading.
Yeah, please keep tapping. Let's get to 50K. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Share the live out. If you are a Trump supporter, if you voted for Trump, request up. Thank you guys so much. Why aren't people loading? It's so weird.
All right, hold on. Let me try. Let me try to bring them up.
Okay. If you voted for Trump and you're still like, yeah, he's doing a great job, request up. Oh, hey Keith, how's it going?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. Did you vote for Trump?
No, he's too
I'm going to answer that now. This time, no. The very first time, I did, and I'd like to explain why.
I'm
the guy
before,
that
haven't I?
I don't know.
Well, you obviously left the cult. You got out. You escaped. So great, total win. But I'd actually prefer to talk to people that are currently like drinking the Kool-Aid. So, ooh, thank you.
Right.
Howdy. So,
I understand your approach. I totally agree with your approach. And if you want to put me down, I still want to listen to what they have to say.
I appreciate you so much. Keep tap. Your support means a lot, and we appreciate you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm following.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
you.
cute.
All right, MAGA. I'm gonna guess you voted for Trump.
Thank you.
Yes, gift the panel, please, and thank you. MAGA.
I
Hi.
voted for Trump. What a surprise, huh?
I know. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Why would you do such a thing, though?
Well, I'm a hater. So of course,
Obviously.
I'm a victim. I'm a victim blamer. So of course I'm gonna like Trump. You know.
you just know all the right troll phrases to say, don't you?
I do.
Why is there so much background noise? By the way, are you at a casino?
No, no,
Is that a cat?
that's a cat.
What is happening?
What are you
What's
doing
happening over there, Maggie? You okay? Do we blink twice?
Yeah, I'm good. Why are you yelling so much?
The cats will eat you. So
Cats want to leave. They don't like the cult you're in.
Oh, she's fired up. No, she's a MAGA cat.
no, she's not. She's screaming to get out. She's like, help me. He's
She wants
eating
a cat lady.
You're
She
eating
wants a
the
cat
cats.
lady.
He's eating the cats. He's eating the dogs.
No.
You are MAGA. That's what he told you to do. He told you it was happening, right?
He did.
Hello.
He did. I don't know.
So
That-
why did
that
you?
was
So
never
why did you
proven.
vote for Trump?
Hello.
Well, there was only two choices. I couldn't vote for one
Why?
because my eggs were too expensive.
How much are your eggs now, buddy?
They're way more.
If there are any.
Right, they're way more right now.
Yeah, how'd that work out
Any
for
at
you?
Costco. I couldn't find any at Costco the other day.
That's terrible.
Amazing. I actually really appreciate that. Thank
So
you.
do you regret your vote? Thank you.
No, I regret many things in life, but not my vote.
Seriously though, like
I don't know.
He's such a troll. I can't even.
I
I can't even be
know.
serious.
Hey, at least you guys are cool Democrats.
Who said I'm a Democrat?
The comments
Well-
wouldn't say that, and I'm definitely a progressive. So
Okay.
Me too.
I'm the woke. I'm the woke.
I'm a
Democrat that
surrealist.
you want to get out of the government.
I've been awake.
You guys, please tap the screen. Thank you so much for the gifts. Everyone's safe. Thank you for these roses. I appreciate you guys so much. Please gift my co-hosts, Melly and Jess and Hector. If you are a Trump supporter, request up. MAGA, this guy over here, he's just kidding. I don't think he really is a Trump supporter.
Don't send
I'm
gifts
just,
to Hector.
I do like to troll. I learned it from South Park.
Jess said, "I'm so left. I'm not." Jesse said, "I'm so left. I'm not even here. Am I even here?"
All right, I'm gonna drop you down, MAGA. Thank you for your time. Appreciate
Have a good
you.
one. Go help your cat out.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're in distress.
Stay alive so it doesn't eat you, because they'll eat your eyes out. You guys, we had 200 people. We have 140 now. Let's get it back up to that 200. Please share it out. And by the way, I found out Hector taught us in his live today that copying the link does not help the algorithm. So don't do that. Please and thank you.
Pilot said, "I would donate, but I just gave my last money to Doge. Sorry."
It's not cool, man. They took it though.
No. What it is if you copy the link too much in a certain time frame, then it'll mess up. So the maximum is 3 per hour. So every 20 minutes you can copy the link and do it. But if you like spam, it's gonna push your live down to FYP. So if you care about Amanda and them, don't do that shit.
Thank you. Oh, it was nice.
You guys can recharge your motherfucking gifts, and I don't see these gifts going up on these motherfucking places. So I don't know what you guys are doing, but tap the motherfucking screen, read the fuck up, and send the gifts, guys.
My dog is barking. He doesn't like cats.
Yeah.
Is that the wind outside?
All right. So if you voted for Trump and you're still like, hell yeah, I feel like everything he's doing is awesome. Like, request up. Let's talk about it. I want to find out why you're so silly. Ooh, thank you. This is so cool. Look at this. Ooh.
All the new gifts, because you guys
Molly.
are able to not. You guys can get the gifts. We got all these gifts.
You agree that he's doing a great job? Well, request up, you guys. Request up. Come chat with us. I feel like Soraya in the request. I feel like you're friendly. If you are,
MBW is Misbehaved Women. It's our podcast, but it's also a movement. So that's why you see so many MBWs, MBMs. Hector still hasn't changed his name. We're just going to hack his profile and change it for him.
Right.
Or MBP for misbehaved person if you're non-binary, but it's a movement. So, and it's also our podcast. So we are.
I can't change mine. So that.
Did
you just mute him? He's like, all right, it's fine.
I didn't do it this time. It wasn't me, I promise.
My hands were here, okay?
I didn't do it. I didn't mute him.
Oh, so he muted himself. Hi, Crystal.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. You said Trump voters request up, so I slid up.
Ooh, thank you. So you voted for Trump.
I did.
Why would you do that?
I'm a small town business owner in North Carolina, and I liked the taxes last time.
Hold on, Crystal. Hold on.
What's up?
We have a fucking celebrity that just changed his name to MBM. Facts still matters. Let's go.
Steve changed his name.
What?
Facts still matter.
Thank you so much,
You're
Steve.
the best.
It's okay, guys. No problem. I voted for Trump because I'm a small town business owner, and I'd like my taxes to stay in house instead of going out to the government.
I don't even know. There's so much to unpack there. Like I'm frozen with how much there's. Like I'm having the freeze in the.
I'm very confused.
What's up? What do you guys got?
Like, do you make are you like a millionaire? Do you make over 400K?
Small.
He's it's a small town business owner. Yeah,
that doesn't.
No. I make enough to feed my family. Right. I mean, raise a good income and try to provide a life for myself, my family's life outside of that.
What has Trump done for you as a small business owner? Like what did he promise he was going to do for small businesses? Because I don't remember him ever having a plan for small business owners.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, so the big thing with, any small business owner that you're that you're seeing is you need money to be in the environment around you. Like you need people to have money around you, or else you're not making any sales.
Wait, what I
So
asked you was, what did Trump do
Pistol.
for your
Oh,
business?
sorry.
Hold
what's
on,
up?
Rebecca. I said, what did Trump do for your business, and what did he promise he was going to do for small businesses
Well, in
to make
the
you vote for him?
in the state of North Carolina, our business tax right now is at about for a sole proprietorship, it's about 5.5
Did Trump
percent.
do that?
No,
All right,
no.
so
That
my direct question to you is, what did Trump promise you as a small business owner? He was specifically
it already got changed in the state of North Carolina. 5.5
the
going down to
state of North
3.5.
Carolina. Trump does not
3.5.
run the state of North
But
Carolina. The
how does it
state of
get?
North Carolina did
Three,
that for you, not Trump.
it's well, that's a Republican leadership right there. It's going down from a 5.5 to a 3.5.
My guy,
What?
my guy, my guy.
How does Trump change just one
Yeah.
state? How does that
How did
happen?
Trump do that?
Trump didn't change that. Trump changed the overlow economic flow of of everything. So I
So
mean, so with that right now, it's like you look at individuals on Social Security. It's like those individuals on Social Security been getting about a 4% bump for the last 4 years on Social Security, and then still continuing to be taxed on that at about a 10 to 15% clip. Over the next 4 years, those individuals on Social Security are going to be taxed at a 0% rate, and on top of that, about state taxes being taxed on about an 8% clip. So with that, that gives them an additional 16% of their money to spend on everything else. And that's just all Social Security individuals.
My guy, everything. Listen,
You're
everything,
not even talking about
everything you just said was wrong, though. So everything, all of it, the
really
whole thing.
on what
Yeah, I'm
on
landing.
what
but how,
on what
I'm curious how we
yeah
went. Wait, I'm curious how
on
we went
what.
from your small business to Social Security all of a sudden.
Well, he's talking about like how the flow of money has gone through the governments. Like
I get that, but he never answered just question.
Right. That's where
And
I was going.
then we ended up talking about numbers on Social Security.
On how it went into on how Trump's just going to help all of us individuals.
No, you said
Well,
that you voted because you're
so
a small business owner, but now you're talking about Social Security and the taxes on Social Security, and which you were not even correct about at
yeah.
all. Like, what bill did he pass that made a cap at 8% for taxes on Social Security?
No, that was the Republican legislator that made that change.
Hey guys,
Trump has to
hi
sign it,
Lily.
right?
Hi, Saidi.
Hi, how are you?
Hold on.
Good. How are
Trump
you?
has to sign it, right?
Sorry, I think it was MBW. Well, one of you guys got cut
I'm
off
Jess.
by him.
Yeah, I'm Jess. It's Jess.
Okay.
So my question though is, you said that the Republican legislators passed a bill that capped Social Security taxes at 8%. What bill was that?
No, that was in North Carolina specifically.
You can't. No, you can't. Social Security being taxed is at a federal level. It's not state by state. Your state doesn't decide what your Social Security is taxed at. That's wildness. That's crazy. It's wild and crazy, kids.
And but that's not good. It's not really going to be a thing under Trump anymore.
So
Probably.
with
Oop, you got a phone call. He's very important. Pistol P.
I'm so confused.
so with that, what was Social Security taxed at in the past 4 years?
I'm not on Social Security, so I don't know.
Like
Pistol, I'm not.
let's just
I need you. But I need
let's
you.
just change that
No,
and say in the last
Pistol. In
20,
order
30
to
years.
have a conversation, a real conversation, I need you to concede to the fact that you understand that Social Security is not taxed at a state level; it is taxed at a federal level.
We good? Agreed?
Good. Agreed.
Okay.
So you understand that North Carolina specifically cannot change the taxes for your Social Security, right?
Well, they can change sale taxes, which is what I was talking about there. But yes, but you are 100% right. Where Social Security cannot be taxed at a state level.
Okay.
It has
And
to be
what is
taxed at
your
a federal
sales? And
level.
what is your sales tax in North Carolina?
Well, it's different. It's different on everything. So like normally with like automobiles, it's taxed at a 12% rate, and then sales tax is normally your typical 8% rate, right?
So you're
But
saying
then,
that
but then,
Trump.
additionally, there's still a state income tax which you have to pay, which is normally about 12 to 15%, depending on what income ratio you're at.
My brain, my
That that's
brain.
Okay.
that that
Well,
that's
let's.
that is
Okay.
also on Social Security. So you can't be taxed on Social Security, but you can be taxed on
No,
your income. You can be taxed on houses. You can be
no,
taxed
Okay.
on cars.
But first of all, let's just
no.
bring it back. You you don't get any benefits from Trump being a small business owner. There's just none. There's no legislation he's proposed. There's nothing in his tax plan that says there's any benefits for you.
With
There's just nothing out there saying that
with it, yes, you need money. You need money to
Where?
operate a small business.
How is Trump providing North Carolina with more money in their pockets so that they can spend more money at your business? I need you to break it down for me without talking about your state income tax or the federally taxed Social Security
No
benefits.
federal income tax.
why is that a good
That
idea?
is never going to happen.
And why would that be a good idea?
On Social Security.
Why do you keep talking about Social Security, Pistol?
No federal
Why do
income,
you
no
how does
no
Social
federal income
Security
tax on Social
benefit
Security.
you, Pistol, and your small business?
Yeah.
Because I run a life insurance industry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait a second.
Ew,
yeah,
that's like heavy.
You
Ew.
yeah,
Hey,
didn't
don't say that
answer the
again,
yeah.
Pete. Don't say it like
question.
No,
that. It's
no,
creepy.
no, no federal tax. No federal tax on Social Security.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Steve.
that. Okay, okay. So
Real
let me
talk.
give it. Hold on. Let me give you a
He was
question real
right.
quick. How much do you think that your senior citizens in your state get taxed on a monthly basis because of Social Security? Run it up. How much do you think it is? Because I can give you a number between 1,100 and about $1,800 a month they
Well,
get.
I don't. I
So
just.
so so well so no. So how much do you think what state are you in NBW LDF? I don't
Her name is
what's what
Jess. She already told you that. Please listen.
well okay it's MBW Mel and MBW LEF. So how much do
Here to be
your
a pain in
senior
your ass.
I still need to understand
how much
the
wait
question you're
hold on
asking
hold on
because you're asking me on a
how much
state
do they
level.
get taxed? How much do
It's
they get taxed on a
a
federal level
federal.
or a state level?
There's not a
How much?
difference. We've already come to that, right? There's not a difference.
How much do they get
The
taxed on a
big
federal
box.
level then? Federal level. How much they get
Z-Pack.
taxed?
Z-Pack wants the big box to show.
Here's the problem with getting rid of taxes on Social Security. There is and it's going to be hard to see because all the gifts are coming around and stuff, but there's the what's called the Old Age Survivors and Disability Insurance Trust Fund. And in 1983, Congress first approved this taxation. I don't know if I don't know if you can turn a comment off just for a second so they can read this.
I'm trying. Yeah, I don't.
Just read it. Can you read it, Z-Pack?
Yeah, I mean, I got it, but it's hard. But I'll try my
Here, hold
best.
on. I just turned him off for now.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, what that means is that in 1993, then Congress added a second series of income thresholds above which 85% of Social Security benefits are taxable. Lawmakers have never adjusted these thresholds for inflation. So if they get rid of the income tax on Social Security, they will lose money from their Social Security. It doesn't benefit them in any term at all. They're going to lose that money because they were already taxed on it and it was never adjusted for inflation. So that would be like if I said to you, I'm going to take 21% of all of your 401k and just get rid of it because, I didn't adjust it for inflation. So in order to fix that, they would have to pay back taxes to everyone to adjust that before getting rid of the income tax. So then, Pistol, that would mean that we would be spending even more money to people in the United States who missed out on those taxes from 1993.
Also, did you hear what he said? He said if there's no income tax on if Social Security isn't taxed, it helps his business, which his business is insurance. And is that what you said, Pistol?
Yeah.
An insurance company.
Thank you,
I don't.
Z-Pack.
So basically, what you're saying in layman's terms, thank you, Z-Pack. What you're saying in layman's terms is you could charge them more money for supplying the insurance. So basically, you're just trying to get ahead and charge people more money. To get
No,
money into
no,
their pocket.
it's just the accessible money that individuals have in their bank account each month.
That doesn't help you. You have a flat rate for how much you charge for your insurance. Yes or no?
Yeah. So let me give you
Doesn't help you.
let me give you a great example. If someone gets $1,200 a month, do they have
You can
$75
charge
to
more,
spend?
right? You can charge more
No,
money.
no,
Say what
no.
you really want to
No.
say, Pistol. You can charge more
So
money for
hey,
supplying the insurance. You can take
hey,
advantage of them because they have more money in their pocket.
Jess, if they have $1,200 a month, they have $75 to spend. If they have $875 a month, then they don't have
I am
$75 to
not
spend because
stupid,
they're
and
living in Section 8 housing.
you do not
They're
need to
living in
explain to
Section
me
8
how
housing.
money in your pocket is more money spent. But what you
No,
need
no,
to
no. Hey,
explain to
hey,
me
hey,
is
hey,
how that
hey,
benefits your
hey,
company.
hey, 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 sweetheart.
I can kick you. No, actually, motherfucker,
You don't
peace.
understand
Yeah,
how
do
that
not. Hey,
works.
Pistol, first of all, yeah. You don't call any of the women up here sweetheart or any pet names that you are too creepy to say to us. Like, you call us by our actual names. Thank you.
So that little tidbit about Social Security, you guys can use. I can send that screenshot anywhere it needs to be sent because there's this talking point about just getting rid of income tax will save everything is extremely flawed because of that
Right.
what I showed there. So if
Thank
anybody
you.
wants that, just let me know.
I appreciate you, Z-Pack, always coming in with the info bombs.
Amanda, am I allowed to call Jess Tech Queen?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, thank you.
You can call her that.
Thank you.
Yeah. You got to call her by her rightful title at least, right?
Steve,
Like
you
no
can call
pet
me whatever
names.
you want. It's
Yeah.
just these magas.
That's like her royalty name. So. Hey,
Queen.
She does. She is.
Was that not wild to me? That like he couldn't even understand his own logic. Like
Well, but like, what a stupid. Like, I don't even care. Like, you. Nothing in Trump's plan or anything he's trying to legislate right now are going to help him in his personal life or his small. Nothing is going to help him. And that's just.
literally
It doesn't
said
have to
that
be
he
any more
wants more
complicated than
money.
that.
Sorry.
No,
He
it's
literally said he wants more money in the pockets of elderly so that he could charge them more money without saying it. Like he said it without saying it. And this is what pisses me off. If you're gonna fucking be a dickhead, just be a dickhead with your chest out. Like if you're gonna say things, just say things with your fucking chest out. Say what you mean.
Yeah, I didn't want to flex, but I came from the life insurance industry prior to going out on my own as a business person. So I really didn't want to do that because there was my bullshit detector was going off big time.
Yeah, he doesn't know he doesn't know what's happening. They would used to say he doesn't know his ass from his elbow. All right.
I'm not making shit up.
So can you guys keep tapping the screen, please? Thank you so much. And let's get up to 75K likes. I know we can do it. We're at almost 55 and there's 180 people in here. We got this. Let's get share this out. Share this with your MAGA friends and family so that we can have a conversation and figure out why the hell they'd vote for such a turd. All right.
And the gifts are rechargeable now, motherfuckers. So I don't want to see anybody on this panel at 0.
Thank you. Except for, I'm sorry, but maybe the MAGAs don't.
I don't care about that. Gift them too.
What? Oh yeah, I guess it does. It still helps. Yeah, I was gonna say it still helps. It still helps get us on the FYP.
So
Cool.
listen, y'all. It's Valentine's Day Eve chat. There's 213 people in here. There is absolutely no excuse why you're not spreading the love by getting the likes above 100K.
Yes.
Do me a solid, or I'm going to haunt you in your dreams.
That's not a bad thing. You're not threatening anyone, Steve.
Also, can we just talk about how Donald Trump's face looks like like a true Oompa Loompa there? I mean, that is
in a defeated one at that.
That's either like jaundice, like severe jaundice from like some sort of pancreas problem or liver issue, or I don't even know.
No,
That's
Zeepak.
wild.
Zeepak, can you do after X said to him, you need to shut the fuck up? What would Trump say to him, Zeepak?
Well, in his head, he was like, he wanted to say something, but in his head, he was just like, "You're such a low IQ individual. You really are. I told you that you were high IQ, but you're actually pretty low."
Oh, thank you. We needed that.
He definitely called him a high IQ person, and then he told him to shut the fuck up. And I was
Yeah.
like, yes, X.
I love it. Okay, yes, please keep tapping the screen, guys. Get us up there. I'm so thankful for all the people in here right now. Thank you so much. This has been so fun. Share the live, tap the screen, gift the panelists, please. They deserve it. They're amazing.
That little boy is an asshole. Like,
oh
and
yeah.
then when he gets in front of his dad, he's like,
yeah, he's the
so
kid
good.
that
I'm such a nice kid.
He's the kid that's at the restaurant. That's like you're like,
like when your dad turns around, he's like, "Fuck you."
Right. He's the one that just walks up and like pushes plates off tables and like keeps walking.
Guys, Obi, the App Store is back, and Obi is back in the motherfucking chat. Finally.
Yeah.
Back,
Woo! Sorry if that was really loud.
He's been waiting.
Machiavellian, you've been waiting so patiently. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I did not vote for Trump. I voted Kamala Harris, but I came to say hello to you. And I had a conversation with that man before, the pistol. He's so delusional and he doesn't respect women. I had a very serious discussion with him yesterday, and he ended up said me that you go back to your country. That's what he said. So
I'm so sorry.
I am here to debate with him, but he is not here anymore. So.
Yeah, we kicked him. We were tired of him.
Right.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
You as well. Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, Shecky, how's it going?
Good. Yourself?
Good. Did you vote for Trump?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow! Why? Ew! Why would you do that?
I know, right? Yeah. Why would you vote for somebody who's just shaking everything up? Yeah. Yep.
That's what you call this? That's what you call that?
Oh yeah. It definitely needed it, don't you think?
I got a question though. Like, you think were you one of those people like he's stronger against foreign leaders? Like he'll be a stronger president or whatever? Were you one of those people that said that?
Do I think that or do I know that?
Whatever.
Yeah, I know that. I've seen it.
Does this look like a really strong dude here that's willing to stand up to the adversary?
Well, okay, so we can do a picture of Biden. Show a picture of Biden. And
Biden's not the president.
There's your sign right there.
Well, and
Biden's not the president.
Biden never
I know
claimed,
he was though.
Hey, none of us were running. Hey, none of us were running around saying that Biden is the stronger candidate and he'll like beat down foreign enemies and all that. None of us were saying that, and he has never claimed that. He has actually practiced foreign policy for 50 years, so he actually understands how it works on a political scale and not on a tyrannical scale. So.
Oh, okay. So basically, Trump gets things done and Biden didn't.
No,
right?
Trump is a bully and he's weak, and he
years. Did you say 50 years or 40 years?
So my question
That's
is
a long time
so,
to not get anything done.
Hello. Can
you have
hear
no
me?
idea what you're talking about.
So my question to you is so you guys think that him threatening tariffs did something, right? Like the 10,000 troops that are being put to the border and all that stuff. You think that was Trump's plan, right?
I'm sorry, the 10,000 troops to the border for what?
When he threatened the tariffs.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when he threatened tariffs?
I think that's a pretty good leveraging scheme, and I think that's what we need in this country. Is
Shecky, you're adorable. You're so cute.
Do you know that plan was already in motion before Trump even became president?
By Biden. Biden initiated that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that was already offered. Like Trump literally, you can look back to actually probably over a month before Trump was even president, and you could see from the press conference that was had right when all of that stuff was happening, they talked about that already being implemented. Those are things that were already offered to the border.
So
by
Trump
those
just
countries.
so Trump just executed it then.
No.
Trump did nothing.
No, in
No,
other
no,
words,
no.
Mexico played the shit out of Donald Trump.
Right.
Mexico, with all the leverage they have,
They do have leverage.
They
Yeah.
played the crap out of him. How does that happen?
They're one of our main trading partners.
She just told you how they played the shit out of them. Those troops that she promised to send were already there.
I think
Like Trump thought he did something.
Well, they were already there. They were already there. They were there when Trump was president before, if you remember, right?
Right, but Trump said that's what he demanded of them, and then he made it sound like because he was threatening them with tariffs, they just all of a sudden decided to put 10,000 troops on the border. When that's not what happened.
Yeah, but he did it before, though. He did it before in
What?
2017 to 20.
No, Mexico did it.
Yeah, he did.
Mexico did it.
He had Mexican troops at the border. That was part of the whole thing.
Wait, Trump had Mexican troops at the border? How did he do that?
How old are you? Are you old enough to remember when he was president before?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering.
You said Trump had Mexican troops at the border. Is he the
Yes, he
commander in
did.
chief of Mexico?
Yes.
What?
Yes, he did.
No. Can he command Mexican troops, the Mexican military? Can he command them?
No, it was through negotiations.
No, it wasn't. How would he do that? How would he have any
Why don't-
control over that?
Okay, just search it. It's there, and that was everybody was talking about how he was claiming when he did how Mexico was going to pay for the wall and all that. Well, technically they did when they had all the troops at the border, making sure that our borders were safe. So
Wow, that's a stretch, my guy.
Right.
you might
Wait,
want
so
to
a wall is equivalent to having troops at the border?
Are you gonna pull a hammy?
Brent, nobody introduced you, and if you're friendly, I'm not trying to be rude either way. But please don't wait to talk until you're introduced.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question? Is that cool? Shecky.
Who are you talking to?
You.
You.
Oh, yes.
The only person named Shecky up here. So
I didn't hear you identify me by my name.
okay. Why do you like dictators?
No, I don't.
So, but you voted for one who's clearly a dictator.
Well, no, he's not. He's a businessman who's
No,
trying
he's a
to-
dictator. I can give you an example.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
So when the president of the United States sits in the Oval Office and says, we are just going to take Gaza, that is what dictators do.
Would you agree?
Well, no, because Gaza. Have you seen Gaza?
Hey, hold on.
That's not the
I
question.
mean, have you seen it? The way
No,
it looks?
Shecky, that's not how we answer this.
Okay, but
That's not the question, Shecky.
w-
Again,
when-
listen,
yeah.
listen. We have examples from the early 20th century of a dictator tyrant taking other territory. The president of the United States, your guy, sat in the Oval Office and said he's going to do the exact same thing on U.S. authority. He said we're going to take it. That's what dictators do. You can try to punt around that all you like, but that's what dictators do. Do you support that?
I support whatever's necessary for Israel to have peace.
Hey, Shecky, how does it feel? How does it feel?
Everybody should probably
Hey, how does it
support that.
feel? Hey, Shecky, I got a question. How does it feel to know that if this was 1930s Germany and the mustache man was taking over, that you'd be siding with him?
Yeah, you know what? No, because you're going way extreme right now. And,
It's
and
not
the way
actually.
that you're going
It's not actually extreme at all.
Yeah, that would be extreme because nobody.
This is extreme.
Anybody in their right
Shecky.
mind
Shecky,
would
can I add
have
something?
supported somebody who wanted to murder.
Hey, you can't say that. You have to
millions
say
of people.
unalive.
Come on now,
Shecky, you can't
Come
say.
on.
Hey,
that's getting a little bit.
So Shecky,
that's too far.
Be quiet.
Shecky, get this.
Who
get
told me to
this.
be quiet?
I did.
No,
Listen.
that's not how you. That's
That is
not how
because
you
you're
do it,
saying
buddy.
words that aren't TikTok friendly. So we're just asking you to use TikTok friendly language, and you're talking over her, and she's the host. So
Right.
yes, she can.
So Shecky, do you think that like when the president says that he can't roll out using military force to take over Greenland, do you think that that's not a dictator?
I don't know if that was said, but if
It
that
was.
maybe
It
it's
was.
in the context of what you're saying, because that's usually what happens. Just
If
like
you-
he's saying
if
about
you heard-
Canada as well.
We can play a clip. I mean, I don't. I'd have to get another device, but
I have my computer. I can look it up.
Okay,
yeah, it's
thank
the
you.
CBS reporter that asked him about.
Well, you know,
And like, how do you feel about him wanting to ethnically cleanse Gaza? That's a dictatorship move. That's a dictator move.
Well, I think one thing he wants to do is weed out the terrorism. Obviously,
No, Shecky. He said the only thing he's talked about is.
Don't you think
Please
that
don't
would be a
interrupt
good
me.
idea? Is to weed
The
out
only
terrorism?
Shecky. The only thing he's talked about is how it's prime real estate.
Yeah, it is because it's right on the coast.
Riviera,
Yeah,
the Middle
we know
East.
all about
Yeah.
that. And
Hey,
it's
Shecky,
got
how would you feel?
the
No, how would
ruins
you feel
down
if you
there.
heard Putin all of a sudden saying that he wants to buy Poland and he's going to buy Poland and Ukraine? He's just going to take both those countries. How would you feel? Like, what would you think?
Well, Putin already pretty much just tried. He took Crimea.
Well, no, I'm not asking him. Like, what would you think of Putin? Like, what would
I
you
don't. I don't think that's the way to do it. Obviously,
That's exactly what Trump is doing.
Okay, he's not doing it. He's
Why?
not
No.
doing it.
Do
He's
not see.
doing
Hey,
it, so
Shecky,
don't
how do you
spread
not see that you are
propaganda.
absolutely? Be quiet, please. How do you not see that you are absolutely in a cult and you are brainwashed? Because you make excuses for Trump, but then when somebody else does it, you say it's wrong. But the exact same scenario is happening with Trump, and you're like, oh, but there's a reason for it. How do you not see that? Like,
Okay, let me ask you this. I'm hearing you, and I understand what you're. But can I ask you something about something that was done to our citizens by
No,
Biden?
because you don't answer questions with questions. Please answer Amanda's question.
Check your
Did you tell me I don't get to?
No, you don't answer questions with questions. Answer Amanda's question, please.
Who's speaking? Is it Amanda or
I
you?
am. You don't
Oh,
answer
you are.
questions.
No, you weren't. You weren't speaking. She was.
I know you're not
he,
answering.
no, he can speak. He's a mod here. He can say.
I have the clip whenever you want it.
Just answer her question, Shecky. That's all we're asking. Why is it? So to reiterate, you said that it would be basically a dictator move for Putin to just take territory, take Poland and whatever else.
But he did.
Okay.
He physically did it.
And you said you wouldn't agree with that.
No, but
yes.
And Trump's going to do the same thing.
But he is going to do the same thing, or is he making? You know something. Maybe you should probably read if you should do anything. Try to read somebody. All he's doing is throwing that out there. Okay,
I'm putting a sock in your mouth. Aside from the unjustified and illegal invasion of Ukraine, what other territory has Putin taken? You can unmute now.
We can figure out how.
I know it's hard to find the button, my guy, but do your best.
That clip for him.
I found.
Yeah,
I want to see him melt.
Melly's gonna play. Hold on, Shecky. Hold on, Shecky. Melly's gonna play for you, Trump.
Can you assure the world that as you try to get control of these areas, you are not going to use military or economic coercion?
No, I can't assure you. You're talking about Panama and Greenland. No, I can't assure you on either of those two. I'm not going to commit to that now. It might be that you'll have to do something. Look, the Panama Canal is vital to our country. We need Greenland for national security purposes. I've been told that for a long time, long before I even ran. I mean, people have been talking about it for a long time. You have approximately 45,000 people there. People really don't even know.
CPAC.
If then.
So, Shecky, imagine that wasn't Trump. Imagine that was some other country's leader, and you heard him saying that. What would you think?
I would think. Well, I don't know because
no.
Trump
Just be on. No, I need you to be honest. Like you are absolutely ignoring like little boy Shecky in you, who is ashamed of the man that you are today because you are agreeing with a dictatorist, rapist, racist felon, and you're sticking up for him and defending him. So why don't you tap into that little guy a little bit and be like, you know what? Maybe that's not like a nice thing to say. It's not like a safe thing to say. It's not a good thing for anyone to say, even Trump.
Yeah, well, you have to consider the source as well. Okay, consider what how Trump talks.
So you're saying Trump's a liar?
I think what Trump does is he uses everything as a negotiating and a leverage tactic. So
if you heard another country's leader say that, how would you feel?
You're going to continue to just your hair's going to continue to stand up. You have to actually see and hear and know how he conducts business.
What? So we
okay?
should put on our Trump decoder ring, and then we should be gaslit by our own fucking president, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
That
no,
Trump should
I'm not
gaslight the
saying that.
American
I'm
people.
saying that you have to
Hold
have some
on.
type of
No.
knowledge.
That is what you're saying, Chucky.
That is
No, I'm
exactly
not.
what you're saying. You're saying that the president should be a fucking gaslighting, manipulating, narcissistic man, and we should just be okay with it because you guys are just used to living in that world because we live in the patriarchy, right? Like, we should be used to men gaslighting us, right? Like, that's crazy work. You're literally saying that we need to understand how Trump actually talks and what he says instead of him just saying the right thing. He's saying exactly what the fuck he means, and somehow you guys pivot off to, well, this is what he actually means. No, he means what the fuck he says. He says he wants to take over Greenland and he wants the Panama Canal because it's beneficial to us. It's not ours.
Who built it?
Doesn't matter. We
It's not ours. It's not ours.
Wait, I have a question.
Ours,
I have a
who built
question. When did you wait? Because we've been talking about Greenland for years. So when did you ever think about Greenland?
When did I ever think about Greenland?
Yeah. When did you ever think, well, America needs to take Greenland? When did you think?
I really never gave her the thought, actually.
When has our government ever mentioned that they needed Greenland?
But yeah, well, as I say before, if you can't understand a negotiating tactic or a leverage tactic, you probably.
What are we leveraging for?
Can you please explain it to our tiny female brains?
What are we leveraging for? But what are we leveraging for?
Jackie, you can't understand water, so don't even bother trying.
Trump does. He knows. He understands water. He understands how faucets work, right?
The Democrats cause hurricanes.
Drip, 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 drip.
It's California's management doesn't understand water, not me.
Can you mansplain it to us?
Hey, Shecky. Hey, Shecky. Little Shecky is very disappointed in you.
Can you mansplain to us how leveraging works?
Well, look at
in
Canada.
Trump's way?
Look at Canada. Look what happened with Canada.
They also had the same deal where they had. I think they had 80. They already had troops on the border. That was already a thing.
All of a sudden, Trump did it. Okay.
Wait, I want to know in his words what he thinks happened with Canada.
I do too.
What's
What
that?
happened with Canada? I'm sorry.
What happened with Canada?
Yeah, you said look at what happened with Canada. What happened with Canada?
Well, they were threatened. Canada was threatening to cut off energy and all kinds of other things, and Trump and what's his name had that discussion, and next thing you know, Canada is securing their borders and putting I don't know how many 1.5 billion or something into security to stop the fentanyl crisis. Do y'all care about that? Anyway,
can't say that on here.
Wait,
Can't say that on here.
I need you to rewind and not pivot off to the next thing. So I need you to just stop where you were at. So you said that Canada is now securing their border. Have you ever been to the Canadian border, Shecky? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, it's secure. Now they're securing their border, and they are. Excuse me, I'm still fucking talking, and the beginning of your sentence doesn't fucking start in the middle of mine.
Wow, you cuss pretty good.
Yeah, it is good. So
he's not used to smart, intelligent women.
So $1.5 billion to stop the F drug. Okay, well, you could just leave at this point. So see you later.
Hey, Brent. How's it going? Did you vote for Trump?
Absolutely not.
Oh, well.
Real quick, if you don't mind, just humor me for like 5 minutes.
No, not that long, like 30 seconds. Yeah.
Whoa. Wait, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, it's fine.
Nope, 30 seconds, and that's all you got, my friend, because this is a female-dominant space.
Okay, that's fine. So I guess I'll start with one thing. So if you guys haven't been to the whitehouse.gov and the USAID waste page, it's funny if you go there and look at their source links. It's pretty hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but so there's a website where OMB actually releases where funds are going, and so you can see how much Doge is actually getting in funds. They originally requested $750,000, which was to pay for people. They immediately then asked for $6 million, and now 2 weeks later they've asked for another $6 million. So they're already, $7 million now. So they're already like $14 million for their budget. And what's weird is their request for the extra $6 and $7 million is just for software, which doesn't. I don't know what kind of software they're buying. That's $7 million and $6 million. It's quite interesting.
The kind that
goes in their
taxpayers'
pockets.
money.
Yeah.
Right,
The
that's
kind
my
that
pockets.
makes the
I was
19-year-old.
wondering where he was getting all that money from. He's going to be a trillionaire soon, you know.
Or maybe for Elon's 15 kids that hate him. Who knows?
If you guys are curious where this information is coming from, there's the official government website. It's apportionmentpublicmax.gov. That's the OMB's official apportionment website where
Max.gov?
apportionment-public.max.gov. And
Thank you
then
so much. I appreciate it.
there's an actual website that parses that data better for human readable stuff. It's called openomb.org. Because instead of reading a JSON file, and unless you have coding experience, you're not going to really be able to read it. So openomb.org parses that data, and you could kind of search through it however you want on that website.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Well, I'm going to drop you down, Brent. Thank you for waiting forever for that. Appreciate your patience so much. Have a wonderful night.
Yes.
If you are MAGA, if you voted for Trump and you're still like, yeah, I love what he's doing, request up. We want to have a conversation with you and figure out why you're such a silly goose.
How can I turn off the notifications on Discord? Like the sound, it's driving me bananas right now on my computer.
I have no idea. I'd have to look at it. I would look at the settings. I feel like this guy is a friendly kind. If you are in the request box and you are a friendly, please drop yourself out.
Melly, I'm not sure how to do it, but I know you should not ask Jess for any tech.
Facts. You should come
I'm
on
sure
camera.
all I hear is boop boop
So
boop
we can
boop.
all
I'm
be on
like,
camera.
bot, stop making noise, please. It's driving me bananas.
Damn it, Logic. He left for 2 seconds, and now he missed exactly what I wanted him
Daniel, we love you. We love you. Hi, Kennedy. How's it going?
Hello, how are you guys?
Good. Did you vote for Trump?
Well, sort of. I voted for RFK, but I'm now a supporter of Trump. So,
Ew. Why would you do that?
well, what do you mean? Like, I mean, I kind of support many of the things that Donald Trump's done, like, creating Doge. He's getting rid of wasteful spending millions of dollars on like Sesame Street. I think that's ridiculous. Just things like that,
You're such a silly goose, Kennedy. You're probably one of the silliest gooses I've ever run into
Not a
tonight.
silly goose.
Super silly.
Very silly goose.
Can you explain to me the government spending part of it? What did you say? Sesame Street? Is that what you said?
Well, there was like Doge is really good at apparently like finding the fraud and the waste and then
Didn't they find condoms money? And
he didn't
all this
mention
other-
that, but you know he was thinking.
They did do something. I heard something like that.
Sesame Street.
Apparently, we were giving millions. Educating children is a terrible thing. Providing entertainment.
How dare we?
Well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily education; it was indoctrination.
Indoctrination of what?
That is their favorite word. Indoctrination.
Well, we were indoctrinating people from not even from our country.
From
It's
Sesame
like, why are we
Street,
doing
though?
that?
What is?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you watch Sesame Street as a kid, Kennedy?
I mean, I did so.
So you've been indoctrinated. Welcome to the party.
Hey.
It's the fact that the government's spending that money. Like, why is the government spending that?
Who is supposed to spend that money then? Who
I don't know,
should
the
be
private
educating our
companies.
children?
Private, it's not education. It's not like a school system is teaching Sesame Street.
I'm sorry, but my daughter learned a lot, and I learned a lot from Sesame Street when I was
What-
a kid.
what
Not that
channel?
This is really,
go ahead.
this is really extremely important because
No.
$60 million is a fucking not even a drop in the bucket from government spending. So usually when you start with government spending, you start from the bigger ups, and who spends more money in the government? Is it
Okay, but
Sesame
we have a
Street?
lot
Is
of
it on? I'm asking a direct question. Please don't pivot off to some dumbass thing, because I'm not gonna have it. Where is most of the money in the government being spent? Have we touched that yet, or are we just talking about 60 million for Sesame Street?
It's the fact that we're spending money that we could use for ourselves. Like,
Have we ever taken money from the government and put it back in America? Are there still homeless people on the street? Do
Yeah,
we give
there
kids
is.
free lunches? Do we have universal health care? Tell me.
yeah, there is homeless people, and I think we should spend that $60 million on.
It's never gonna happen. It's never happened thus far.
Right.
God,
And why don't we take out of the defense budget? We could cut that in half and still spend more than any other nation.
I mean,
How about
that's
the 18
something
how about
different, but
Hey, Kennedy, how about the $18 billion that Elon Musk has gotten since 2015
Hmm.
from the federal government?
you
The
said
fact
it's
he just
2015.
got, yeah, 18 billion.
Yeah, that's something different. He's only been in Doge for less than a month.
How about the contract he just got?
I
How
asked
about the contract he just got?
contract he just got. Yeah, $38 million on Monday. What about that? Should we use that money?
And aren't they bailing out Tesla?
Yeah, wasn't that a 7 and on top of the
That's
17
not
wasn't it
government.
17 billion to Tesla or something like that they
I think no, 600 million. 300
It's
million?
government. It's government contracts. $18 billion in government contracts. Should we not use that money? Should he just give that money and help the houseless people out, Kennedy?
Okay, but that's his company. That's like something different. Like
from the government.
I'm talking
Government
about
spending.
But Kennedy, and we're seeing zero results from that. In fact, he's just like, there's nothing that's really coming out of that, at least that I know of. That's super. I mean, I know they're sending rockets up and they're testing, but like PBS has been around forever, and Sesame Street has been educating our kids forever. It's been a good thing to fund. You're saying it's okay for us to give billions of dollars to this guy who doesn't care about any of us actually, and doesn't care about doing any of this work for good, or over like a drop in the bucket to PBS.
Well, he's creating jobs, and he's an American.
PBS didn't create jobs.
What jobs is he creating?
Like manufacturing jobs. He literally creates cars and rockets and all that stuff.
Where is Tesla manufactured? Is it manufactured here in the U.S.?
Yeah, it's in Texas. They have a factory in Texas.
Biggest plants in China. He fired 80% of the staff at Twitter when he acquired it. Did you know that?
Guys,
Okay,
if
but
we're not
that-
tapping
that's a
the
lot
screen, this
different.
conversation's not going to keep going on. We're only at 75,000 likes. I'm not fucking feeling that. And on top of that, I don't understand how this fucking panel doesn't have as many gifts. We
Right.
can fucking recharge gifts now, motherfuckers. Charge that shit up.
Why is that different? Why is it different? Why is it different when you said it was you want to make sure that we're being responsible with taxpayer dollars? Taxpayer dollars gave Elon Musk's company nearly $20 billion in subsidies and corporate welfare. But that's different for you.
Yeah, because he's creating jobs. Like it's American jobs. What do you gain from giving money away to
But
families?
we just told you his biggest plant is in China. It's not in the U.S.
What do we gain
He
by
fired
giving
all
money
of
to
Twitter.
Yeah.
Kennedy?
Yeah,
What do we
but they
gain by
were,
giving money to
planning
where?
to do bad things against his own company.
Kennedy.
You
Where?
replaced
What do we
him.
gain by giving money to where? Finish the sentence.
What do we gain by giving money to other countries so they can watch Sesame Street?
Other countries like who? I knew this was where this was going. Other countries like who?
Yeah, I mean, one of the places was like Iran, if I remember off the top of my head.
I don't think this has been substantiated.
Yeah, it's definitely not. Iran is what you just called it? Iran?
Iran, yeah. It's literally, they're getting the money, and it's ridiculous.
They're getting the money from Sesame Street?
Yeah, they get money from the putting on the Sesame Street.
Can you show me the proof of this, please? Is that we're giving money to Sesame Street, who's therefore giving money to Iran?
I mean, it's literally in the Doge.
Do you hear yourself? Like, do you hear yourself? Like,
it's in the Doge reports. Like, I'm like, you can.
There are no Doge reports.
None.
There are
Zero.
no Doge reports.
No, it's Twitter. It's actually X right now. That's where he posts all his stuff.
Yeah, there are none. So Kennedy, do you care that picture that Amanda has behind her? Do you care that he literally lied to you during that press conference?
What are you talking about?
He was confronted with the lie that he made that was perpetuated by the orange-faced Mussolini about $50 million in condoms for Gaza. He got caught. He got busted on the lie, and then he said, "Well, I may not get everything right all the time." He doubled down with it all over the place. Trump went public with it.
I have not heard that at all.
just watch it.
Is that even a video or something like?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a press conference. Do you know what the lie was?
Yeah, I don't know. I just know he's doing good for America, but.
So
You don't know that he's doing good for America. You're literally pulling stuff out of your ass that you've read on X.
Well, you're asking me about the condoms part. I don't know too much about that. I just know.
Because you're talking about government spending, and you obviously don't even know because there's no reports, and you're talking about reports that don't exist about Sesame Street sending money to Iran.
You know where he got that from? Fox News and
Exactly.
Daily Mail. Those are
What
the
was
only two sources.
What was the claim about the condoms, Kennedy?
I mean, what I know from it is we were basically giving millions of dollars to for Gaza or something like that to spend for condoms and stuff.
Yeah, the lie was that it was money that went to Gaza, but Gaza was a province in Mozambique, Africa, to help protect the citizens there against the spread of HIV/AIDS and other STDs. And that was the lie that was perpetuated by Trump, because he went in the East Room of the White House and said, we gave $50 million worth of condoms to Gaza for Hamas to build boom booms.
I have the video, Steve. I have the audio of the press conference of what Elon said after he was confronted about the condom thing. If you want
There
me
you
to
go.
play it.
So Kennedy, it's a bold-faced fucking lie, man.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anyone.
Just listen.
That you have cited was $50 million of condoms was sent to Gaza. But after fact check this, apparently Gaza in Mozambique, and the program was to protect them against HIV. So can you correct the statements? It wasn't sent to Hamas, actually. It was sent to Mozambique, which makes sense why condoms was sent there. Yeah. And how can we make sure that all the statements that you said were correct, so we can trust what you say?
Well, first of all, some of the things that I say will be incorrect and should be corrected. So nobody's going to bat 1,000. I mean, we will make mistakes, but we'll act quickly to correct any mistakes.
I mean, at least he admits he, lies. Trump just lies.
He had no fucking choice.
I know.
He had no choice but to lie.
Yeah, but Trump still wouldn't have done that.
Trump
he would have been
he'd be like, well, I don't know. People are saying it. They're
Right.
talking
He said
about
he made
it.
a mistake, but he'll be quick to fix his.
He hasn't, though. He hasn't. There's been no retraction.
right.
Yeah, so why didn't he fix it?
And he knew it was false when he said it.
He got reports from the people that run Doge, and that's what he just reports.
The 19-year-olds? The 19-year-olds?
Unqualified
He runs
people.
Doge. He runs Doge.
Are we talking about the teenagers that he has?
No, I call them the camp counselors in training.
True.
So really what
The lifeguards in training.
Exactly.
So
Come on, Kennedy. Be
disingenuous,
objective,
Kennedy.
man. Your guy's lying to you. He's lying to you.
Well, and
think
look how
you're getting
defeated
that
this
money,
guy
Kennedy?
looks.
Kennedy, do you think that you're actually going to get any of this money that is found? Do you think you're going to get any type of reward?
Well, I know Donald Trump's put tax cuts in the past before, so I
Not
expect
for us.
Like who's getting the money?
Do you know who's making $8 million a day currently from taxpayer money? Elon Musk is getting $8 million a day currently.
From
of
me and
taxpayer
you,
money.
bud.
That's for his businesses and stuff to create more jobs.
No, sir, that's your taxpayer money that he's getting.
Can I ask you a question, Kennedy? You've went back to this 6 times. Oh, sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
Be a trillionaire in 2 years.
Yeah,
Kennedy.
100%.
You keep saying that Elon Musk is creating jobs. Can you give me a definite answer with actual fucking facts to prove it? How many jobs Elon Musk has actually created?
Well, I mean, I'd have to get my computer out.
Do it.
Right here,
Go do it.
All right, I just came up here to
You
say
can
this.
sit-
I've been listening to this live for a while. Kennedy, get this man's meat out your fucking mouth. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, there are
Ooh.
better things you can do with your life. There are better things you can do with your time. It's okay. Sometimes the millionaires and billionaires and politicians don't give a fuck about American citizens. It's cool, bro. We have to deal with it on the left. But just take it out. It does not taste like orange cream pop. I promise you. That's it.
And stay muted. Go get your computer. Thank you, Hector. Go get your computer and come back with factual information about how many jobs Elon Musk has created with his government subsidies. You could just find out how many that the last part was just me being a dickhead. But you can just find out how many jobs Elon Musk has actually created, because I'd love to know.
Yeah. And like somebody just said earlier, fired 80% of Tesla.
And
Twitter.
Tesla doesn't count because Tesla wasn't created by Elon Musk. Tesla was bought by Elon Musk. Already had employees. He didn't create those
Right.
jobs. I want to know what jobs he's fucking created, not bought.
All right, this person is not loading up. If you are a Trump supporter, please request up. We want to ask you why you're such a silly goose. I see what looks like all friendlies in the chat. I'm not gonna lie.
There's like 72 people in the chat that are giving me all different numbers.
Excuse me.
7 million, 100 million. Oh yeah, okay. That's how many jobs he's created.
Hi, Cameron. How are you?
Pretty good.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did, ma'am.
Why would you do such a silly thing?
Can all right, so it's very personal. That's why I came to this live.
If you say a slur, I will.
I'm not saying no slurs now. No. So basically my dad passed away about 4 years ago. And you know how China manufactures drugs for the Mexican cartel? There's open borders.
Please use TikTok safe language.
Yes, I didn't say anything. I just said drugs.
Well, you can't say that either, I don't think.
Well, things that you ingest.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And he passed away. And it was from, it starts with F.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been more of it than ever before. And that is a fact. And that's why I came here.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear about losing your dad. That really sucks, and I'm sorry that happened to you.
No, it's not your fault.
I know it's not my fault, but I'm just offering my condolences to you.
He's an addict, Yeah,
but it still sucks. It still sucks. Okay, hold on. Do you know who actually brings most of the F drug into our country?
Yeah, the United States healthcare.
Well, the kind that's taken recreationally.
In hospitals, I know.
No, you're talking about the kind that is brought in for recreational purposes.
Yeah, she's asking who's bringing it through the border. That's what she's asking.
Because you're saying you're blaming it on. I can tell you're blaming it on
cartel. Who else?
Nope. So nope.
Tell me that.
Nope. So it's people that look like me that are citizens that have my same skin complexion that are U.S. citizens. Because they know they won't get stopped at the border for this.
Yeah.
So most of the people that traffic it over are white people that are citizens.
You can believe that.
It's not about believing. It's about this is actual data and facts.
Where's the facts at? Give me a statement. Where? How can you tell me this is an actual fact?
Department of Justice, the Sentencing Commission. We can look it up for you. It's over 90%. It's 90%, Cameron. Not bullshitting you, man. This is a serious topic. It's 90% of all F drugs that come into the U.S. is smuggled in by U.S. citizens. If you didn't know it, that's okay. This is an opportunity to learn something.
No, you're good. I don't give a fuck.
We are always.
There's other reasons. That's the main reason, though.
Then that's not necessarily a reason anymore. So what else?
I mean, I want to see. I want to see an actual fact, not just you saying it.
Well, and most of it comes from China, actually, and not.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Okay.
I'm good.
So
Hospitals use it, but recreationally, like you said.
So here's the thing, right? I'm in recovery. I have 13 years clean. I'm sorry to hear about your father. But what I can tell you about addiction is that it doesn't matter where it comes from. If we want to use, we're going to find a way, one way or another.
I know.
So,
I know that.
Yeah,
right,
I've got some data for you. This is from the Cato Institute. They've been tracking this forever. So the title of the article, this is dated September the 14th, 2022. I can show you my screen if you need to see it.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Okay, hold on. Stand by.
And I also pulled up something from the United States Sentencing Commission, too. And I was wrong about the demographic, but it is almost 90% are citizens.
Yeah, so again, in 2021, U.S. citizens were responsible for 86.3% of convicted fentanyl trafficking charges at convictions. Smuggling is ultimately funded by U.S. consumers who pay for illicit, by 99% of whom are U.S. citizens. Over 90% of F seizures occur at legal crossing points or interior, not on illegal immigration routes. So U.S. citizens who are subjected to less scrutiny when crossing are the ones that are smuggling it.
I don't know, Steve, if you're sharing your screen. We can't see anything.
I really don't.
There we go. It's not something to believe, my friend. It's just there. It's data. We're not believing this. Okay?
It's just data. You see? Again, over 90% of F seizures occur at legal crossing points or interior vehicle checkpoints, not on illegal immigration routes. So U.S. citizens who are subject to
Actually,
scrutiny
actually,
when
I think you're right. You are
hold
right.
on.
Don't interrupt, Cameron.
When crossing legally are the best smugglers. So it's U.S. citizens.
You're right.
So
Tell you that you're right.
You're right.
Okay.
You know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So then your argument about you thought that Trump did a better job on the border, was that the issue?
That was. Well, yeah, you said he was cracking down on.
I'll be back, guys.
Okay.
Never said that.
Well, we're trying to find out the
I
reason
said that fentanyl comes through the border.
Can't say the word. You have to say F drug.
Sorry.
So, but why would Trump have anything to do? Like, why would he make that any better? I don't understand.
I mean,
if American citizens are doing it and they've
what are
always
you guys
been
trying to defend? Are you guys trying to defend? I mean, you got to think about this: $600 billion were spent on illegal immigrants for hotels and all that stuff.
That's not true. And hey, Cameron, that's state government. That's not federal. Hey.
Oh my God, you guys are so fucking stupid.
Oh, we're stupid, bro.
Wait, he said this happened 4 years ago. 4 years and a month ago.
That his dad passed away, right?
So Trump was president.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
What? So wait, we're stupid because you're wrong about a number
My
that
dad
you
died.
just
Yeah,
cited.
you guys are so right.
Cameron, shut up.
No, you said
Seriously,
we were
shut the fuck up,
stupid.
dude. You said
You
we
guys
were
are
stupid.
stupid. You guys don't know what the hell
You're
talking
wrong about everything that you fucking said, and we're stupid. You just said that the
You
government
guys
spent
try so
600.
hard. I bet you guys like it.
Shut the
I
fuck
bet
up.
Yeah, thank you.
You just said that the government spent $600 million on migrants, which is
Billion,
not
he said.
fucking billion, 600 billion on migrants.
Trillion, gazillion.
Yeah, I need you to show me some evidence of that because it's not true. And if you took 5 minutes to Google search instead of fucking talking about right-wing fucking media talking points, you would know that that's not true.
And by the way, one of the tools of the uneducated is insults. So if you go right to insults, you know what I'm thinking about you.
And if you're talking about FEMA funding, then let's get into it. But I need you to give me some evidence that happened. If we could figure out how.
Cameron, can you figure out how to unmute yourself?
It's the button. I know it's hard to find, but
I don't even know I was muted. Give me a fact why the president is such a bad.
No.
Why Trump's such a bad president.
No. You're gonna go find some evidence about how much money we spent in migrant federal funding that you just said.
You know we spent like $20 million.
No, I don't want to hear what you have to
we don't
say,
do
'cause
trust me,
everything
bro.
You're saying is a lie.
Video in
Everything
Iraq.
You're saying is dumb and a lie. So go find me some proof.
No trust me, bro. Up here. Sorry.
Yeah, we need like an actual source. Just give us a source.
Rambling.
Elon Musk, Doge. We spent $23 million on an Afghan Sesame Street fucking TV show.
I love this.
Not this again. Not Sesame Street
Can
again.
I speak on that?
Thing I could ever.
No,
fucking
Kennedy.
say.
I love me some Sesame Street, by the way.
Right? It makes me want to watch it right now.
It's on public
You look like the Big
broadcasting.
Bird. You're ugly as shit.
Thank you.
Hey, bye, Cameron.
No, I don't. He can stay here. I don't care. If I'm ugly to him, that is a major compliment.
I think you're stunning, by the way.
I think you're stunning, Steve. Thank you so much. Kennedy, did you find out some informations?
Yeah, I did. It says right here he's created roughly 100,000 jobs. This one is from 4 years ago, so it doesn't have as many, but this one is he created 70,000 jobs 4 years ago. If I can get this to load up.
In what?
Well, I'm gonna if it loads for a second.
We need the source. Hey, we need everybody to tap the screen. Let's get to 100K likes. We're almost there. I think I can see it's like almost. We're like 8K short. We got this. There's about 420 people in here. Thank you so much, every single one of you. I love you all so very much. Please keep tapping. Share the live. Gift the panel. Really appreciate it. They should be way higher than they are right now. Let's hit up Steve and Melly. Let's get them caught up to Jess. Let's do it. All right. And then also, if you are a Trump supporter, if you voted for him and you're still like digging what he's doing, request up so we can chat.
So 4 years ago, he created 6,000 jobs in SpaceX, 2,000 jobs for the Boring Company. He had 90 people employed for Neuralink, and 14,000 worked in shipping. I don't know what that's for. And then altogether, he had 56,000 that far. So he created a lot of jobs.
You went from 100,000 to 70,000 to 60,000.
I said that was from 4 years ago.
So he created less jobs than.
Wait,
4
was
years
that in the
ago.
U.S.?
What's the title of that that source that you're looking at?
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
Sorry, my computer's being slow right now.
And Kennedy, this dude is the richest man on earth. Like he could literally wipe out childhood hunger, and he chooses not to.
And you're talking about hiring at SpaceX. Who do you think they hire at SpaceX? Do you think they hire regular Joes like you?
No, they
hire most qualified. So yeah, this is coming from Tesla Mania or something.
I saw that article.
That sounds totally legitimate and like
I skipped it. I skipped that article.
Is
like,
it
complete? The one that I found was from 2024, and it said he created 11 million jobs. So
Tesla Mania, that sounds totally legitimate. Like a very credible source and not biased at all.
No. That's like me going and asking Jess for tech help.
It's a private.
You're not getting the right answer.
Like hard.
Yeah, it's a private site with wrong information.
How are you going to find out directly? Like you're just going to have to take their word.
People should publish jobs reports
how many jobs
for their companies.
Look up how many jobs Barack Obama created with his legislation. Look it up; it'll come right the fuck up for you.
Yeah,
look up how many jobs. Look up how many jobs Biden created with his legislation. It'll come right the fuck up for you. So if you have to go to a site that is made by Tesla and biased to find out how many jobs Elon created, you're probably not getting the correct information, right, Kennedy? So the fact is that Elon doesn't do anything that doesn't put money in his pocket. He is not making jobs for regular people like you and me and everybody else that's regular ass people in the middle class.
Elon is focused on being a
Hey, Redbeard, nobody.
There's actually
you guys are overlooking
here.
Government. That's like you can literally find out government because they have to post their information. You don't have to do that for the private sector. So we have
a publicly traded company. You do
value.
Yes, you do.
If you're a publicly traded company, you do.
Yes, you have to publish a jobs report.
Okay, then where is it at then?
That's a great question.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons, my guy, that the SEC's been investigating me. And guess what? One of the agencies that he wants on the chopping block. Oh, it's the SEC. Shocker. Shocker.
I really encourage you to practice your critical thinking skills because I think they're sorely out of practice.
Wow.
I wouldn't send you on a search for something that I knew that you were going to find. I would have just given you the information.
Right.
Like, I'm not a dick. Like, if I knew that there was some way that Elon Musk was creating jobs for the American people, I would totally be for it. I don't like him, but I want the American people to benefit. My point to you is that I think that you don't understand that you're being fed propaganda and you're not doing your research behind it to understand that the things that you're saying are not true. So you're up on a panel with 400 people, with a couple people that are telling you, hey, maybe you're wrong. And you're like, no, I'm right. No, I'm right. And you just went and looked. And instead of saying, guys, you're right, this probably isn't correct information. I don't know if Elon's creating jobs. I take back what I said. You're here fighting tooth and nail to try and prove that somehow what you said was right. So I would really just like you to say, you're right. I don't know how many jobs Elon Musk created. I don't know why I said that.
Well, what I can't get is how can you build the biggest car manufacturing?
He didn't build it.
He bought it. I told you that already.
Actually,
he bought it. He didn't make Tesla.
He actually just bullied him out of the position.
Actually, yeah, he was an investor, and then he pushed them out of their own company. He never started Tesla. He didn't even come up with the idea. He didn't come up with the vehicle. The vehicle was already a prototype. It got sent to him, and then he pushed out the board. He pushed out the person that made Tesla and put himself as the CEO of that company.
Elon has never been focused.
Redbeard, Redbeard, please, if I have to mute you again, you're going to get kicked. people on this panel, if you're invited, if you're brought up here, you do not talk until you're spoken to, until you're introduced. That's just the decorum we have here. If you can't maintain that, if you can't be a grown-up and have emotional maturity, we'll just drop you. There are people that are going to speak because they're my co-hosts, so they're going to speak when they want to. But you were invited up here.
Oh yeah.
Elon-
What about
Hold on, Kennedy. Hold on, Kennedy. I want to just give you a second to swallow it some more. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, theys, thems, and MAGA, there are 442 of you in this live right now, and those likes are barely moving. So I'm up here to bully you guys. You see all these fantastic women and men up on this panel, except for maybe like the last 2 to 3 at the top there? I'm going to need y'all to do me a favor and get to double tapping that screen. I don't know what you're doing, what your hands are doing, but I know what they should be doing, and that's tapping. I don't care if you use 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, whatever gets the jobs done. Get to tapping the screen. I think if you all do so, we can get up to 150K likes. Hell, I'd say 175K within about 20, 30 minutes. We're going to start small. 150K, guys. 10 minutes. Let's fucking do it. Double tap. We're not even at 100 shares. Y'all need to start sharing out the live to all your friends. If you don't have friends, Jesus Christ, go fix that shit. But press the copy the link button. Then you can send your heart me's. It's only 1 coin. 1 coin. It's cheap, bruh. Keep doing all the things. And now you can subscribe. TikTok is back in the App Store, Play Store, all the good stores. So you can subscribe. You can do all the things, recharge your coins. I still advise for you to go to tiktok.com/recharge because it is cheaper to get your coins through there and you get more. But however you do it, fucking do it. Thank you.
4 people in the chat said they're not listening to you, Hector, until you change your name.
As I said before, messy ass Jess, I can't change my name until the 18th. So I'm locked in.
I think you talked about the backup possibly, right?
Oh yeah, that was on the backup. I could change my main right now. Well, actually, no, I can't because I just changed it to Hector Talk the same time I changed the backup. So yeah, same date. Anyway, fucking do it. Double tap.
Thank you, Hector. Thank you so much.
Oh, and just so we're clear, it's so much easier to find how many people Elon Musk fired in every single one of his companies before you can find what jobs he created.
I don't know why
those people are not quiet.
Twitter, like Twitter was a soap opera.
It wasn't only Twitter. I just looked up Tesla, and he fired people at Tesla too.
Well, the Kennedy, the thing that I'm just gonna piggyback off what Jess said. You know, part of being a mature adult is admitting when you're wrong or when maybe you have been misled in a situation, and going, you know what? Okay, maybe I could do some more research. Maybe I can learn some more in this arena. Maybe I have more to learn. You know, like it's okay to say those things. It's okay to like own up to that shit. Like it actually makes you a better person, and it's honestly way hotter.
Also, I just want to reiterate what Hector was saying, guys. The best way to support us is Cash App and Venmo. Every single creator up here goes live all the time. We have our podcast on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We bust our fucking asses. We spend many, many hours doing this shit for you guys, for your entertainment purposes only. And there are 450 people in here. So if you don't want to gift, Cash App and Venmos are in the bios.
And just a plug, the 3 ladies here, we do a podcast on Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern called the Misbehaved Women because we're not into behaving. We don't want to behave. Mm-hmm. We want to make history. We want to be a pain in the ass to all these people trying to let fascism take over. So, yeah. If you feel like also being a pain in the ass in these dictator wannabes, or actually for real, full-on dictators at this point, join us.
Maybe I overestimated. I overestimated how many jobs he created, but
you were
because
wrong,
nobody
period.
really
Point blank, period, point blank. You were just wrong.
We
you didn't
don't
overestimate.
know.
You didn't underestimate because you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're acting like
no
he created
evidence.
0 jobs.
He bought a company and hired and fired people. He didn't go out in the world and create any magical jobs. He didn't do the Inflation Reduction Act that created jobs. He didn't do the Infrastructure Act that created jobs. He didn't do anything outside of himself that created jobs. He fucking bullied somebody out of a company, and then he had SpaceX. So he hired people like a regular person would do. Elon Musk didn't do anything special for our country. Elon Musk also receives more subsidies than any other fucking person. Like he anything that he's paying his employees with is government subsidies coming out of your tax dollars.
Why are you
Elon
so
Musk
mad?
is not a special human. He doesn't
Eric,
give a
nobody's
fuck
talking
about
to you.
you.
I'm
He
talking to you,
doesn't
dumb
care.
fuck. What a
Oh,
cunt. What a stupid ass.
Technically, wouldn't
oh,
that
he's in his emotional. He's
He's so
emotional.
emotional.
Kennedy,
No.
technically, wouldn't that be good though? Because like he's creating electric cars and all that stuff.
He,
So
you keep saying created.
Oh.
He did nothing. He is a nepo baby, dude.
Would you like me to search up how many complaints there are on Tesla vehicles? Because
if you're so worried, if you think that that electric vehicles are so good, then why was your party? And I can guarantee you're going to say you didn't like it either. The Green New Deal. Why were you so against that then? Do you know what that is?
yeah, I mean, I do know what the Green New Deal was. I think it was really because it was going to be government wasting. And now that we have a company to oversee it, overspending like this, I think it can be, a good thing.
They're not. But Kennedy, that's the problem, man. This is what we're trying to tell you. The only information that we're getting from Doge is not any receipts. It's just them. Our research team, Jess knows this. We've compiled every single claim that they've made regarding the spending that they found, and they point to Daily Mail articles. They point to the Daily Caller. There's no data. There's no data behind it. I think I can honestly say, everybody sitting here on this panel, we would all want government waste, fraud, and obstruction and corruption to be pointed out. All of us.
Yeah.
The problem is you've got a guy who's been investigated by all these various departments: Department of Transportation, Interior, Justice, Agriculture, National Labor Relations Board, etc. All these organizations have been investigating him for his fraudulent business practices. He's been fined, he's been sued, and now he's in a position to be like the scrutinizer of all these agencies. Don't you think that's a wild conflict of interest?
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Nice job, Kennedy. Way to go, bud. I'm not trying to be condescending either. That was awesome. I really do. That was amazing. Good job.
Yeah, good job, man. Seriously, that's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Like, why would he be going? Do you know what the Consumer Fraud Protection Bureau does?
No, I don't.
Okay, they have the $883 million budget. Do you think that's a big budget?
Yeah, that's definitely a lot of money.
Okay, they have an $883 million budget. They got $21.3 billion back for consumers because they defend consumers against fraud. Why would he be going after that agency? That's all they do. They just protect consumers from fraud. Oh, I know, because that agency investigated him for fraud.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd have to do more research on that.
Good. Yeah, that would be great. Please fact check everything we're saying.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I kind of wanted to talk about like the border and stuff like that. Kind of shipped over to that.
What is he doing for the border?
Yeah, I mean he's cracking down on the border.
How?
He's building more wall. I think that can be a good thing.
When did they start doing that? When did they pass a bill or legislation to fund that?
Well, I mean that's like his ultimate goal, to build the wall and stuff like that.
But they're not doing it currently, right?
I mean, the dude's been in office for like 1 month or less than 30 days or whatever. So like, I mean, I expect it from him.
How do we fix our border crisis?
What does a border wall do?
Yeah, I mean, it keeps people from, illegally coming into our country. Yeah. I mean, you can't just walk through a wall. You have to climb it or whatever.
So people are just walking into our country? Like, no.
Yeah, I mean they are. They're pretty much driving in, walking in, whatever.
But what I need for you to understand though is that when you look at the asylum process, you can still climb over the wall and it not be illegal. First of all, because you can still claim asylum when stepping onto American soil. Like when you. It doesn't matter. You don't have to arrive at a port of entry in order to claim asylum.
Thank you.
Well,
so when you say things when you say things like they're like I just in my head all I can picture is literally a cartoon of like people climbing over the wall and like running into the desert trying to find shelter. Like that's not reality. That's like a propaganda, like a movie that you have in your head that's not really happening at the
Right.
border.
And like what? And I know you're picturing the southern border, but you don't picture the northern border when you think about that.
Well, I mean, that's because we don't necessarily have too much problems with the northern border.
Why not? Why would we have different?
Yeah, I mean, because there's a lot more people coming in through the southern border. I mean, that's
Says who?
that's a fact. I mean, you
Where-
could easily look that up. Like, people are coming in more from the southern border than the northern.
So the last time he was in office, he was building a wall. What
He
happened
built
with that?
how much of a wall did he build when
And
he
how
was in the
much fraud
office?
was created?
Wait,
And who got
Sandman, answer the question or you can go. How much wall was created?
What do you mean, how much wall? Like, how many miles or something?
Yeah, how much wall did Trump create in his last term?
I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe like
creating that wall.
I think it was like
And who
10%,
pardoned
maybe
him?
something like that.
Wasn't 10%, wasn't even close. Steve, do you have something on your screen you want to show?
But nah, I mean, the reason why he couldn't build as much of the wall is because it was like an executive order, and plus, you know,
But they created a fund to create the wall, and who was caught with fraud for creating that wall, and who pardoned him for
What are you
creating
even
that wall?
talking about right now, Sandman?
I think he's a
There was
friendly.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about, though?
Steve Bannon created a fund to help create funds to build the wall, and it was fraud. Who pardoned him for that? It was Trump.
Yeah. Hey,
So
thank you, Sandman. I really appreciate it, but we have already too many friendlies up here, so thank you so much for not being a Trump voter. I really appreciate you, but I'm gonna drop you down.
So, Steve is showing a video. And this is literally how easy it is to climb the wall.
Yeah, I mean, you have to get guards for that and stuff. Like,
Yeah, but we're wasting money. We're wasting our money on building a wall that a 9-year-old can scale. There's videos of a 9-year-old scaling the wall. So the walls don't mean anything, is my point.
Right.
Like Trump in his last term built a very, very, I think it was like 50, what was it? Not even 50 miles or something like that. 7%. I don't, it was something very, very small. It was like minute to like anything, right? So we're wasting money on a wall. That doesn't work. That doesn't keep people out.
It was 500 miles.
okay, but then like, why?
No, 51. It was 51
No,
miles.
it was nowhere close to 500 miles.
Yeah, it was only 51.
Why do you have less crossings than like Joe Biden? And I'm not talking about his last term, but like, or his last year, but like he had less crossings than Joe
Well,
Biden.
why was there an influx of immigration at the beginning of his presidency?
At the beginning of his presidency?
Mm-hmm.
Of Joe Biden's or of Trump's?
Joe Biden's. Why was
Yeah,
there an
Joe
influx of migration then?
I mean, he got rid of Remain in Mexico or whatever it is called.
That didn't change anything.
No.
What do you mean? That was one
Why
of the.
was there more migration happening around that time?
I mean, there's probably more factors, but I
What
think it's Remain
happened?
in
What
Mexico.
happened during that time? It's very widely known. Everybody in the world suffered the same thing. What happened in the time of
Like, what was going on when Biden
presidency?
took
What was
office?
happening?
If you're talking about C-19, I don't see how that correlates with.
Because
there's evidence of it.
Right. And because what did we experience economically because of C-19?
Well, inflation.
Right. Do you think that was just in the US or was that globally?
I mean, I know it was globally.
Okay. So are other countries still suffering from high inflation rates?
I'd say so, yeah.
They are. That is true. We actually recovered quicker than any other G7 nation or than all the other G7 nations. There's still places that have double digit inflation right now. And so when you have that high of inflation for this long, right, economy isn't doing so well, which means people aren't working, that kind of stuff. So they're going to go to other countries that could maybe offer them and their family more opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, what the main complaint about like inflation and stuff is that it wasn't really handled as properly as it should have been. I
It
mean,
was.
Donald
It was
Trump left.
handled well.
He had
Again,
like
the
1%.
United States recovered faster than all the other G7 nations.
Yeah, but like we're comparing to them, and they're still suffering, so that's terrible. Like they're doing terrible
That's
on.
the point, though. That's the point, is that we are literally recovered the most. And the problem with what you're saying is you conflated Remain in Mexico being a reason that we have higher border crossings. Remain in Mexico was a horrific bill, just like what Trump is doing right now with Guantanamo Bay. It is terrible. It is inhumane. It goes against everything that we believe in as people and as a country. Like, it goes against human rights. You cannot take people that were not born in Mexico and don't have any family or anything in Mexico and just put them there because you want to. That's not what we do in our country, right? It's disgusting.
Okay, I will say I don't support taking immigrants and putting them into Guantanamo Bay, and there was another one in El Salvador. I don't. I don't.
But and
Venezuela.
not just that, we have
Or no,
that
also-
we have. Oh, go ahead, Steve.
I was going to say you voted for that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you said he's doing a great job with immigration, and he's doing a great job on the wall. And
Well,
these
he's
are the
doing
things
what
that
nobody
are,
else would do. So like,
Because they're not dictator
and because it goes against
inhumane.
human rights,
Right.
But he's lied to you because these are not felons that
Right.
he's doing these things to. An innocent man just went to Guantanamo Bay, like an innocent man.
What
His
he's doing
family
is
is trying to fight for him to come back because they don't know what's happening to him.
What he's doing is unconstitutional.
wait, what do you mean unconstitutional?
They're detaining citizens. They're detaining people that were born here.
Well, the rollout's not smooth, of course, but like,
what it should be.
They're literally just racially profiling.
The rollout? I'm Puerto Rican, and people from Puerto Rico have been detained. We are American citizens.
I don't agree with
Here
that.
in my home state, they detained a mother, a grandmother, and a toddler because they were speaking Spanish in a grocery store.
Well, I mean, that's
One
bad.
of our friend creators literally was detained because he was running. Like, for 45 minutes, he said he was detained after he showed his identification.
Did you think that? I mean, Kennedy, this is what you voted for. Did you think this is what
We
we told
over
you guys?
and over, and you said we were just being we were fear mongering you and all this stuff.
Well, I mean, I have my reasons for wanting to deport many of the illegal immigrants that have come across the border. I won't say-
Undocumented migrants have always been deported. We have always deported them when we find them.
Especially the ones that commit crime.
Right. And or they're either jailed here or imprisoned here in the country or sent back to their home country to be in prison.
Most of the time, they're prisoned here and they serve their time and then they get deported.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should.
Kennedy,
deport-
do you believe the person? Do you believe that the person who's in the White House, the president, is responsible for what happens when they are the president?
No, of course not. No.
You don't?
I mean, anything can happen under someone's presidency.
So you don't hold a president responsible for something that happens during their term as president?
Yeah, no, I don't.
But you were critical of Joe Biden.
What do you mean? Like,
I'm just trying to understand your logic here.
Never
because you're-
blaming Joe Biden for the C-19 thing happening. I blame him for.
I didn't say C-19. I'm talking in general. Does the buck stop with the president?
Does the what?
Is the president the commander in chief? Is the president the head of the executive branch? Is the president the leader of our government?
Yeah, I've been seeing.
Okay. I'm not talking about vaccines. I'm just talking about in general. Do you believe the president is responsible for things that happen in our country when they are the president?
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends, but yeah.
Okay, so inflation's up as of yesterday. Donald Trump's fault, right?
No, that's not really his fault. I mean, it's not.
But it was Biden's fault? Because you said it was Biden's fault.
No, I don't
Inflation.
like how he dealt with the inflation. Like, I'm not blaming the inflation technically on him.
But
I'm
you
blaming
did, though. But you did. That's why I asked the question. That's exactly why I asked you the question, because you did blame Biden.
I'm blaming how long it lasted. That's where my issues come in.
I have a question.
Hey, hold
MBM,
on, Saber. Hold on. In this space, we wait to speak until we're spoken to. So we will introduce you in a second here, okay? And are you a Trump supporter? I'll start there.
Yes, I followed the RFK endorsement, so today's a happy day.
Yuck. Okay. Okay, you need to shush until you're introduced.
Commercial break. Can we please? There are 319 people in here. Can we please tap the screen? This has been sitting at 155 for the longest.
Not cool.
You know, there are amazing creators up here. Well, at least the bottom three here, and then Amanda, who is our lovely co-host. Please tap the screen. Gift the good panel, the good side of the panel, please.
I have a large forehead. I got a 5 head. I've got a large space to aim.
And you know what? If you don't like us, that's fine. Just tap our faces. We don't care.
Yeah, pretend
we
you
really
like
don't care. Yeah, we don't care. Just tap.
Share
Please
the
tap.
live.
Let's get it up. Let's share the live. We've been sitting at 148 for a while too. Please share it to your MAGA friends if you're MAGA in here, or to your regular friends if you are a friendly. We are accepting just MAGA at the moment. And please gift our lovely panel. Please, do you have a gift goal out there? I haven't seen it.
It's a lightning bolts.
Okay. Please get Amanda to her gift goal. Please. Let's go. Tap it up, people. The amazing Misbehaved Women are in the building. And of course, we have our lovely friend up here. Facts matter.
Ugh, his lives are the best.
Facts still matters. Please do not confuse him with facts matter.
Facts still matter. Sorry.
Two different people.
Sorry. My bad, Steve. My bad. My bad. Listen, I'm gonna go in timeout now.
So now he's MBM. A lot of people in the chat were asking what MBW and MBM and
Thank
MVP
you.
means and MBG. So it's called our podcast is called Misbehaving Women. Misbehaved Women. I just made that whole thing up. Misbehaved Women. So people are changing
misbehaving.
Their names in Revolution. We're trying to create a safe space for women where we can talk about stuff that like is going on with the administration that really affects us. And we every week on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we talk about one woman in history who has literally just broke out of the fucking box and like made a pathway for us to be where we are today as women, even though we're going back to those times. So people are changing their name in protest to stand up against patriarchy. If you are a supporter, which is if you're a man, you could do MBM, which is Misbehaved Women, men. You could do MVP if you're a non-binary person, which is misbehaved person, and MBW is Misbehaved Women. So there's that.
Yes, so check us out, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Sunday. Please check us out.
We're also organizing, ways to contact our our congressmen, our congresswomen, congresspeople, so that we can be huge pains in their asses, so they start remembering that they work for us and not Donald Trump and Elon Musk. So yeah, we're by the way, plug for February 18th superintendent election here in Wisconsin, April 1st election for our Supreme Court. Super, super important to vote for. Oh my God, I'm spacing on her name right now. I'll find it and Google it, but it's the woman running. Super important to vote for her. And then we have special elections in Florida and New York coming up. And our team is actively working on getting all the information we can to help support their campaigns, to make sure we don't have any more apathetic voters. We have to get our asses out and vote. It makes a fucking difference. So we got to do it.
Mom. In New York also, we have the special election, and this will all affect the Supreme Court justices. So this is like this is really important. I know a lot of people think that just the presidency, voting for that is important. It's not. The special elections are super fucking important, and the Senate seats that are coming up are super fucking important.
Yeah, nothing I know about in Washington. We just have, so after these special elections, we'll have the midterms in 2026, 6, right? Yeah. Oh god. And so we'll want to pay attention to that. That'll be up before we know it. We should start planning, researching, figuring it out now. We should start working for our local Democratic offices now, getting the word out, getting people to learn where they're supposed to vote. And if this SAVE Act goes through, and if it makes it so like women who've changed their name can't vote, let's figure out how to get it so women can change their name back to what's on their birth certificate. So let's, you know what I mean, or whatever we got to do to make sure that our voices are always heard and they cannot stop us. So we're about changing this for the better and about being part of the resistance. So join us if you
join us tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Oh yeah, we go live Fridays and Saturdays 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Misbehaved Women After Dark.
Yeah, we just chill.
We just chill.
There's 2 other people. Can you just see if they're can we introduce
Yeah, Saber is a Trump supporter, I know that, but Dat Boy in the comments was saying he was going to shred us. So
Oh yeah, let's go.
And if you're not following all of us right here on this lovely panel, please make sure you drop a follow. Follow Amanda, follow Jess, follow me, follow Facts Don't Matter. See, got it right.
We're getting dog walked in the special election. Trump.
So can we
Dat Boy, can you unmute, please?
Boy,
Thank you.
What's up?
You're going to shred us?
I'm just curious to get y'all's opinion on some stuff. So
Well, I just wish you would keep the same energy you had in the comments, but go ahead.
well,
Did you vote for Trump?
I sure did.
You're also a little low, so if you could stop eating your phone and get the balls out of your mouth, that'd be great.
Who's talking right now?
Me.
God.
This is the day.
Okay, but ask your question, boy.
All right, so
You're low, dude. Nobody can hear you. That's what I'm saying. It
So-
doesn't
You
matter if you're
sound
saying
like
it.
this.
Speak up.
all right, so y'all are about empowering women, right?
Nothing changed. Make the volume louder on your phone.
AKA use your big boy voice.
I'm talking right into it. So
Okay.
I'm
All
not-
right. I can hear him better.
All right, so y'all empower women. That's the.
What is your fucking question, dude? Don't come
I'm
up here
asking
being
the
a douche.
question.
What is
We're
your
about
question?
empowering women. Yeah, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure. So do you support men and women's sports?
This is such a stupid conversation, and
Can I let you know there are more SA allegations in the Trump administration than there are transgender athletes playing
And
in
in the
sports.
church.
But do you support that? Yes or no?
And
Why
in the
does that
church.
concern you? Do you
yes.
play women's sports? Do
I
you play
support
women's
trans
sports?
women playing in sports. I support trans women playing in sport. I support trans men playing in sports. I don't give a fuck because it's not hurting
Me neither.
anybody, and you're just being transphobic.
It's not hurting women's sports.
It's not. It's not hurting anybody.
No.
The athletes
What
you
about
like
the
to cite
12
are like
what
people who
about the
got.
12 Division
Please
I
stop
track
talking when I'm
athletes
talking.
that-
Please stop talking when I'm talking. The people that you guys like to cite are athletes that got like 7th place, and so like what the fuck? They didn't destroy anyone's chances of getting first place or whatever. And when you do HRT, you actually become like you might be taller than other women. If you're a trans woman, you might be taller than other women, but physiologically you lose muscle mass when you go through HRT. You lose muscle. You become physiologically similar to a female, like a female assigned at birth who stays that way, who stays cis.
This isn't going to change his mind, Amanda. I love you, and I love that you have this information, but he is just transphobic. There's nothing.
Yeah,
that
you are
say is gonna
absolutely a
change his mind.
transphobic, gross person.
Transphobic
think this
at all.
conversation
I don't-
holds
I
any
don't-
value.
I'm not transphobic.
Plus,
at all.
it doesn't concern you. You don't play women's sports.
Right.
So
But
mind
my
your
daughter
business.
Does. My daughter does. For
It's not
sure.
going to hurt her either.
Yeah, it actually already
1% of the
has.
population.
It
The
has.
chances of your daughter being in a
It
sport
has.
with a trans woman is very, very slim. You just
It
hear
has.
right wing
Oh,
talking points and want to
I'm
be
living
transphobic.
it. I've lived
Thank
it. Have
you.
you lived it? Have you lived it?
You're
You
not
played
living
in
it.
a sport. You've
Living it
played in
right
a
now.
sport with a trans person.
My daughter has, for sure.
Well, that's awesome. Good for her. I'm happy that she's had that experience.
So you're wrong.
you.
You're wrong. You
I don't
know
want
what
to
I'm
have this
talking about.
conversation, guys.
How old's your
Yeah,
daughter?
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't want to have the conversation either.
No, but
We
Dad,
don't have-
you're just you're not a good person, and I feel really bad
Wow.
for your kids because you're transphobic and you're gross. You hate people for no reason, and it's disgusting. And
My problem is you're the problem, not your daughter.
It's
Probably
just
didn't
a-
even care.
I don't.
You're
mean
probably
to- Oh, good.
No, I just was gonna say his daughter probably didn't even notice, didn't even care, and he is the problem.
Exactly.
And I hate cutting that conversation so short. I just think it's a very disingenuous conversation on their part, and I just think that the more we feed into that like disingenuousness,
No,
the
I
more
agree.
hate it just creates. Like the comments are already going off. I don't have the.
She cried for 5 days because her dad is a bigot and made a big deal out of it. That's why she cried. So just, you know what? You're teaching your kid to hate people for no reason because of some trauma that happened to you and you're not dealing with it. So go get some therapy, stop hating other people for no reason, and don't come in my life anymore till you're a healed person. There's my boundary if you don't respect it. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you.
I muted
But
him.
he's still here listening, so I'm telling him, if you come back in my live again and try to say this bigoted, terrible shit, I will block you. Go get some help.
None of us are ever going to become less triggered by transphobic people ever.
No.
And if you're going to sit here and say the tolerant left, we are absolutely intolerant of transphobia, intolerant of homophobia, intolerant of sexism and racism and all that stuff. We don't put up with that shit, and we do get heated, like Jess said. That does trigger us because we don't like people stepping on other people's rights. Sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. He said he made a claim. I think we should just debunk it immediately. He said that there were 12 Division I track athletes, and he was going down the trans road. There's 510,000 NCAA athletes, and less than 10 identify as trans. So it's a bold-faced lie, and I hate bigots. You can punch them too.
Yes, Yahtzees and bigots.
Let's go.
So I'm a fan of Ro Khanna. He's a Democrat out of California, very democratic socialist type. He says that a lot of why the Democratic Party lost this election was kind of over their policing of speech. Do you guys feel like you might be playing into that right now, and that it's kind of a losing strategy?
Nope.
Do you disagree with Ro Khanna?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you took. I think what he's talking about. You took out of context.
I watched the video today. Do you want the context? It was about trans people.
Play the video.
The entire video, not a clip on TikTok, please.
I don't know the capabilities. I don't do this often. I don't have a.
Do you have like a device on you, like an iPad, or?
It was Ro Khanna with Dave Rubin, and they were discussing trans topics. And Ro Khanna is very sympathetic to trans rights, but he described that the primary driver for Democrats losing so much support is like middle America doesn't speak in these terms. We don't say assigned woman at birth and someone who is cis.
None of what the conversation we just had has anything to do with what the fuck you're talking about. You're aware of that, right? So you just said that we over police the conversation because what? Because Ro Khanna told you about something totally different. You're saying that he was talking about the trans topic, but saying that we police the way that people feel about it, but then you're talking about something totally different. We did not once say any of those things.
He was describing policing speech, like when someone misgenders or not knowing to use the right terminology.
But that's not what just happened here.
When maybe people are
but that's not what just happened here, right?
Hey, yeah, like Saber. Hey, Saber. Hey, Saber. Hold on. Saber, hold on, Saber.
Leah Thomas, Riley Gaines.
Hey, be quiet, please. Is it the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of America?
It's the Gulf of America now, as far as I know.
So if you can so easily call it the Gulf of America because some guy told you that that's the new name of it, why is it so hard to think that you can call a transgender human by their new name and pronouns?
I'm happy to, and I always do, and I have trans friends, and I'm never trying to belittle someone. We're all human. I'm not trying to step on anyone's rights.
But you voted for that.
Actions of the right have legitimate questions and concerns. We're talking to the party of Trust the Science, who is creating new categories in this way and is saying don't trust the science in things like female sports.
There have been more than two
prior
genders.
Guy has a
there
real
have been more than two
and y'all
genders
just shutting
for
off
a
the
very
debate
long
is why
time.
why people are so repulsed
Because-
by the Democratic Party.
Wait, what's the difference between gender and sex? Do you know the difference?
He's talking about science when it comes to trans people, but has absolutely no idea what the fucking science is. None.
No.
Zero. And when we talk about these topics, it's 1% of the population. Nobody has any legitimate concerns about the transgender community. No one. The
And
only reason you
nobody
guys are talking about this is because you were told to talk about
Right.
it. What is your legitimate concern with somebody changing their birth certificate or changing their driver's license? You fucking tell me.
I don't have a problem if they're over
Okay,
18.
so
And I
Nobody gets gender reassignment surgery under the age of 18.
And that, by the way,
hormone blockers.
That's not what Rokana said at all. That's not what Rokana said at all. I have the audio.
Yeah, you can pull up the audio, play it. I encourage you to.
Sure, play it right now.
Think so? No, I don't. I think that the culture part of this, I think that this insane idea that
That's Dave
girls
Rubin.
can be boys and boys can be girls, and then the obsession with race. And I do want to get into your exchange with JD as it relates to race. But what's your take on where the Democrats are at as it pertains to gender, which seems to me to be one of these things that it's so insane that in 2025 we have to even discuss.
So my view of why that ad worked, Kamala is for they, them, Donald Trump is for you, is that it was about priorities, that people didn't believe that our party was singularly focused on their economic well-being. They're getting good jobs, they're getting healthcare, they're getting education, and they thought we were being distracted by things that affect a small percent of the population. Look, my view is I believe everyone should be treated with dignity and have the freedom to be who they are. But I'm not going to come and be judgmental of people who may disagree with me. But I'm going to stand, in my view, for in this country, we aren't cruel. We treat everyone with respect.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of what you said no one ever.
That sounded so similar from what he said.
Yeah.
So similar.
Saber.
So that was not the section of the video that I was referring to. I'm happy to pull that up since we want to really dive into
The
this.
audio determined that
he
was a lie.
raises the point. I mean, he's saying you should approach people with good faith arguments. You shouldn't just say, "Oh, I'm so tired of the trans sports
When somebody has a bad faith argument,
and you're a Nazi."
No, when somebody has a bad faith
This is what people are
argument,
tired of.
when somebody has a bad faith argument, when they come up here, then they are going to get the side of us, of me, that doesn't like transphobia. You come up here with a good argument and you see with the last person, Kennedy is literally still here. He came up here with what he believed was right. We disproved his arguments. We proved that his arguments were not right. He came back. He said, "Oh, you guys are right." That is a good faith argument. When you come up here and you worry about something that you aren't even educated on, that is not a good faith argument.
Nobody's in God.
So what if
nobody's
that
talking
guy
about
actually was affected by that? Like that story
was
of his
not
daughter.
affected.
You
There's
guys
no
trounced on
No,
that.
Saber, he was
You guys
not
trounced-
affected. He was
No.
not affected.
He
Yeah,
actually
you
was
guys were like,
laughing in the
1%,
comments
this would
after.
never affect you, and then he was like, "Wait a second, this personally affected me."
It
And then you
does-
guys
no,
were just like,
Saber,
"Oh, you're a bad dad. You're
do you
you're
hear
gross,
what you're
you're a
saying?
misogynist."
No,
Nobody said he was a bad dad.
You are accusing. You are saying that his transphobia is. You're excusing transphobia is what you're doing right now, because you're saying that he was affected by. It's like saying when
His daughter was affected by
when they
Daughter was
ended
not
it's-
affected.
You don't know
it's
that.
like it's like when they ended segregation. If there was like a white family talking to another white family, like, "Oh, they integrated our schools today. My kid had to sit next to a black child." Like that's what it is. That's exactly what it is, and you are defending that.
Saber,
So,
do you have
this
kids?
is where-
Saber,
Yeah,
hold
go
on.
ahead.
Take a deep breath. Do you have kids?
I don't have kids.
Okay, so when those of us who do, when we send our kids into the world, they're going to model the things that we say and do. Do you think Elon Musk's kid just came up with telling Donald Trump to shut the fuck up on his own, or do you think he heard that from his dad? What do you think is the logical conclusion there?
You're literally just referencing a Tizzy video or whatever DNC operative video that you're just rehashing the points he made.
No.
Very smart of you.
No,
Very
we watched
intelligent,
the-
MBM.
Saber, we watched.
We've
the
seen
video.
this. I saw the video.
Here, let me play another one for him, Steve. Let me play
Hang on
the
one sec. Hang on one second.
MBM, that was really impressive. You make unique
Hey,
thoughts that
Saber,
you come
be
up
quiet,
with yourself.
Saber.
You came up with that thought all yourself.
Saber, I'm not done.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Your maturity is showing. Said no one ever. The reality of the circumstance is the reason that we thought that the previous caller's conversation and argument was disingenuous is because he never told us how it impacted his daughter. He made the assumption that he did, because I can guarantee you he told his daughter that there was a girl who used to be a boy on your team or a boy who used to be a girl on your team, because kids are not prejudiced and bigoted by nature. They learn it from their parents.
Mm-hmm.
So I think where a lot of people on the conservative side of the aisle, this is at least where I come from.
Address what I said, please. Address what I said, please.
No, yeah, have a conversation.
Address what I said, please.
That what am I supposed to address? That it's a bad faith argument? I mean, listen, we've rehashed this for half an hour.
It's a learned behavior. It's a learned behavior from parents. Kids are not bigoted by nature; they learn it.
Right.
Absolutely, and conservatives also believe that nurture plays a role in transness. That not every instance of being trans, it is in part nurture. Look at these crazy liberal mothers in LA that all have trans children.
Saber, you being a,
Saber,
Saber,
it's not all nature.
Saber,
Why is it
hold
all?
on. Saber, do you identify as a man?
Yes, I do.
Okay, were you born a man or male, and did you grow up that way your whole life?
I'm a man. Okay, that's the
hold
thing.
on.
Like,
So you have felt comfortable.
So
Be quiet.
nuanced. Oh,
Hey.
gender this spectrum.
Hey, I'm done
just
gentle
a guy.
parenting. Shut the fuck up. Hey, have you felt comfortable in your body your whole life?
No, I have not.
Oh,
So I
interesting.
should have
But have you felt
changed my
comfortable?
sex.
Have you felt comfortable being a man your whole life, or being a boy man, a boy into
So
a man?
no. So I should have changed my gender.
Well, that means that you should be no.
no.
That means that you understand what it's like to have body dysmorphia, which is what transgender humans feel sometimes.
Why are there so many detransitioners?
There's not.
There are.
Show me the source on that. I would like a source on that, please.
Happy
And
to.
besides, where's Lainey?
He's transphobic.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
it.
I'm just transphobic because we can't have a nuanced conversation.
No, it's not a nuanced conversation. Have you heard
The
anything that you've
first
said while you've been
lady
up here?
of
Have you heard
France is a
anything?
trans
Anything you've
woman.
said? Have you literally heard anything you've said up here?
And Saber, that is what they said about the LGBTQIA community. Like, that's what they said about GAY people forever, that it was a learned behavior, that they're dangerous.
Nurture.
They used to say that lesbians, there was a
Nurture.
campaign
It
for,
is.
no, there was a
It
campaign
is.
against lesbians saying they shouldn't go in female bathrooms because they were going to attack women.
I could believe that
learned
there's a
from
gay
something,
gene. There's
guys,
not a
I
trans
have to
gene.
correct something.
There's not
It's
a
not
trans
body
gene.
dysmorphia, it's gender dysmorphia.
Thank you.
Way to
Thank
correct
you.
her speech.
Thank you for
Way to
correcting me.
police her speech. You guys are hilarious.
Hey, Saber, let me show you how it's done. Hold on. Jess, thank you for correcting me.
Way to police her speech. That is just hilarious.
She didn't
Way
police
to
my
wrap
speech.
up
Hey,
with
she did,
a
hey, Saber,
bow.
Saber,
Exactly
shut the fuck
what
up.
the current
Please,
problem
can we kick him,
with the
please?
Democrats.
Hey,
Please kick him. Yeah, please kick him.
Like, he's just gross. This is not worth having a conversation with somebody like him. Like
No.
yeah. Kennedy, do you want to drop off? You've been just hanging out on mute for forever. I think we've ended our conversation. I don't think we have anything more to say. There he goes.
Kennedy votes for those people, so maybe that will be a wake up call.
Right.
I think that we got to Kennedy. I think by the end he was
Yeah.
understanding. But those kinds of conversations right there, literally, it just, I can see how it could be such a turnoff. Like it's so frustrating. Like, it's almost like we're wasting our breath. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that neither one of those people are ever going to change their minds. And
No,
I
those are-
understand defending transphobia. I will always till the day I die. But I just feel like some people just aren't even worth having the
No.
conversation. And the longer we entertain it, the more.
Well, I just love pointing out the parallels between like history. You know what I mean? Like the things that have happened, because I know that they don't hear it, but somebody in the chat might, so it's like, that's what I kind of hope for. We've talked about that before. So yeah, while I agree with you, we shouldn't entertain those people for very long, but I do think if we can get those like educational points in, I think that's always a positive thing. Anyways, Fooly, a cool name. How are you?
Pretty good. I don't plan on staying up here long. I just kind of wanted to join.
Did you vote for Trump?
No. That's why I'm not staying up here long. I know you're having discussions.
30 seconds. Go.
But it's really wild to see the level of like revisionist history and like honestly like ignorance, like pure ignorance, more than anything I can really imagine in my 21 years of life. coming from this political party's like followers. And I get up on panels pretty often and just speak my mind, or like try and say something that is worth a damn to the people who are listening in the chat. But like, bro, like I got up on one earlier and I mentioned the whole Elon situation, and it's like all of them had an aneurysm and like instantly like shut down the whole conversation and were flailing insults at me. And I was just like trying to ask them, like, what does it say about you if you support the guy who like passed the laundry list of crimes and things that he has done, past the countless pictures he has with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, like past all that, if you support this like the amount of craziness that is going on, like in our
Are you playing a video game?
Yeah, sorry.
I can hear the music in the background.
I joined the live, and like what you guys were talking about and how you were talking. So like I commend you guys, because the patience you have to have with talking to people who are so like,
I have none.
I don't know.
To be fair, this is the first time we've done a debate in like probably like a month, I would say.
Really?
Yeah, we used to debate all the time, but then after the election, us three got to work on like starting a part of the resistance, and we've just been working on that since the
like physical community things.
Yeah, well, so we formed a group called the Misbehaved Women, but misbehaved men and everybody's welcome. But it's the name is based off the quote, "Well-behaved women seldom make history," and right now we have to make history because there's a lot of bad shit going on. So
yeah. Well, I commend you guys, and keep doing what you're doing, and try to. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what to try and do with most of these people.
What video game are you playing?
Counter-Strike. Yeah, it's pretty nerdy, but
well, oftentimes we don't care about what the people up here say, because the most ignorant people are the ones that usually come up. But it's more of the people that have their ears kind of perked up in the chat. Those are the important people that you have to reach out to.
Yeah,
100%, and I respect that completely. So yeah, have a good rest of your night, you guys.
Thanks, you too. Enjoy your video game.
Can I play the video that Steve?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Steve was saying something. What were you saying?
I just saying later, fooly.
So this is another video that surfaced of Elon doing an interview. X was talking about. Oh well, I'll just literally play it for you. This is Elon Musk and X.
X, should we help President Trump?
Yeah.
Well, you have. Yeah.
We're in SpaceX and quietly just do whatever we want.
What's your assessment? Did this work? Is he going to win?
Yeah, it is. Not for now. No.
I think it's done.
You think it's done?
Yeah.
But not for now.
They'll never know. He said in SpaceX, we go there and we do whatever we want. He said, is he going to win the presidency? And Elon said, yes, it's already done. And little X said, they'll never know. That's not fucking weird? That's not weird, guys?
Nothing to see here, Jess. Nothing to see.
We are not in an oligarchic society right now.
It's weird that his little son is telling on him. Like, it's repeating things that he's been around. No kid just says... What kid says that?
But Musk tells on himself too, though. Like the one interview he did where he said if Trump doesn't get elected, he's fucked. Like.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean, what kid goes up to the president and says, "You're not the president. Get out of the seat."
Right.
My daughter only says to me, "Dad, don't ever say skibbity in public again."
Skippity toilet whiz.
Listen, my daughter used to tell on me all the time, like for stupid shit. I don't even remember the one time. It was something so personal, and she was so young, and I couldn't even be mad at her, but it was something so personal, and she overheard me say it, and she told, I was having money problems. I was struggling when she was younger, and she used to tell everyone, my mom's broke. We would be in public. People wouldn't even know who the fuck I was, and she'd be like, guys, my mom's broke. And I'm like, Michaela, why are you telling people that? but they just repeat what they hear. She didn't know what she was saying. She didn't know the harm it would cause. She didn't know that was like, I was embarrassed to fucking all hell. No idea. She was just repeating what she heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they do. Like Ava says, fuck Donald Trump, because she hears me say it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Tony, you're correct. They will just explain it away. The Trump decoder ring.
I like Ava.
Thank you.
It was funny.
I feel like a great mom just for teaching her that.
Hell yeah.
And I don't tell her. I do tell her you can only say that at mommy's, but I don't tell her not to say it.
Yeah, I'm sure she's not saying it anywhere else.
Right? Yeah, she isn't at school going fuck Donald Trump. Like that. Her teachers are probably like,
Misbehaved Men for the chat. MBM facts don't matter. Changed his name to Misbehaved Men.
Oh my God.
We are the Misbehaved Women.
Yeah, my daughter told people her uncle, my brother, sells DRUGs. He's a pharmacist. Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, Trump could shit in their mouth and they'd be like, seconds, please,
I just want to know where this book is of decoding what he says so I can decode what he says too. So I could be like, no, that's not what he meant.
How are they not all in the best shape of their lives from all the gymnastics they do to excuse his behavior?
No. I'm telling you, I'm going to make millions studying their brains. It's going to be like millions.
Yeah. Well, I think we should wrap it up. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's getting late. And we don't have anybody requesting up that's a op, I don't think. I see all the friendlies.
Well, it's been an absolute honor, my friends.
Thank you so much for hanging out. That was awesome.
You want to let Buzzy up for a minute?
I will drop so that Buzzy can have the space. But again, thank you guys very, very much. But I will say goodnight before I leave. Yeah, I'm saying goodnight to you. So good night, Melly, Jess.
I'm always in your comments. Always, every morning.
I see you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it all very much.
Thank you, Steve. Love you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Buzzy, I don't think maybe the request was. Yeah.
She's in there for a minute.
Yeah, I am so pumped by the crowd we had tonight.
Who's on?
Sorry, I was late. I was watching basketball. I got distracted.
You're good. We had I think we had close to 500 people at one point. So I was pretty pumped.
Guys.
Yeah, so while we're still up here, tap the screen, gift your beautiful panelist. Well, don't share the live because we're about to get off. But make sure you follow us. We are the Misbehaved Women. We do have a podcast. Our main podcast is on Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This weekend, you are in for a treat. We also go live on Fridays and Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all our lovely people. So make sure you follow all of us. We do have a Misbehave page, so you can go follow that on TikTok. We also have a YouTube, so it's in all of our bios. Please go ahead and click and subscribe to our YouTube. We will get that up and running shortly.
We do not have an Instagram.
Everybody's leaving. Guys, don't leave yet. We're going to do a raid. Don't leave.
Yes, don't leave.
Yeah, hold on. Hold your horses.
Hold your horses.
Wait, let's figure out. Sorry.
We're going to do Makeup by Noelle. Her literal name is Makeup by Noelle, Noel. So if you guys can hop in there and literally just say MBW raid.
Yep.
She will absolutely know who it is. Noelle is a spicy, educated, very smart, beautiful woman on this app. And we want to support our beautiful women on this app. So please go raid Makeup by Noelle. Tell her MBM sent you guys.
MBW.
Fucking everyone's changing their names now. So now there's just MBMs everywhere and MBWs everywhere.
Yes, we love it.
So it's Makeup by Noelle, Noel. And it's all one word. So if you guys can do that and then be here tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern fucking Standard Time. Yeah. And we can recharge our gifts. So I better see all you motherfuckers in the chat tomorrow throwing gifts and loving and liking the live. Thank you for supporting us always and forever.
And just so you know, Fridays and Saturdays we could debate, we could have other spicy conversations. We don't know what'll come. So join us so you can find out. You never know what'll happen.
Yes, it's Misbehaved Women. That's what MBW stands for.
So yeah, all right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I love you both so very much. This was so fun.
I'm sure I'll talk to you when we get off.
Love
the phone.
you.
I know, right?
Okay, love
I know.
You, bye.
I'll see you guys in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Go raid Makeup by Noel.
Yes.
Go, go, go.